those bio cards that Sprite Ina made, those went so crazy.
Yeah.
Those were so high.
All right, we
I-
are
I'm
now
No problem.
on the first
Oh,
episode
oh
of the
no.
Big
Well-
Bosses podcast.
Hello.
Should we introduce ourselves? I feel like we should go through everyone and introduce ourselves.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you guys know me or not. I am Interject, your host. I typically do calcs on Dokkan. That's about it.
You haven't done calcs in like a month.
All the units are mid. Why would I?
True.
Oh,
Look, I get it.
I think Vector should go next. Vector, introduce yourself, dude.
All right. I am Vector. Hello. If you're here, you probably know me. I tweet opinions on Dokkan, and people tend to get really angry about them.
Based. A lot of y'all probably do not know me. I'm Oni. I just make content on Twitter drama and fun shit like that, I guess. So I don't do calcs or anything like that. Just play the game.
I know you, and I'm fucking watching you.
Yeah.
What?
I do. Oh,
whoa,
that's cute.
whoa.
The beat is crazy.
Where's the English one? Says Future Dokkan.
True.
Okay, I'm going now.
What does he mean?
Hey, I'm
Are we not all
Coma.
speaking English?
Yeah, I'm Coma.
He's talking about the. Sorry.
I do pause on Twitter of Dokkan just for fun. I just don't really take this game that serious. I just have fun with the games I like, and I'm sort of do calcs, I guess. I'm starting to learn to do calcs, and I am a funny guy. That's what I can say.
Self-proclaimed funny man.
We all got some funny guy in us. I imagine that's why we're all here.
I'm a biter. I'm a japper.
We're all yappers. None of us would matter if we weren't yappers.
Stop jabbing, Victor.
No, I can't stop yapping because I'm a yapper.
You yap about the wrong things, though. God Goku is so much better than 23Ku. Let's not talk about that, though. Let's go ahead and introduce.
Let's save the
go ahead and
dog
introduce
pile for the topic.
Let's go ahead and introduce Pat real quick. Pat, go ahead.
Alright, well. I'm Pat. Maybe you do know me, maybe you don't. I do calcs sometimes. And I don't think God Goku's better than 23Ku, but we'll get to that later.
He also lives in a kangaroo pouch.
I also live in a kangaroo pouch, this is true.
I can
Anyone
go
else wanna
next.
introduce-
Alright,
Okay.
is that, everybody,
I'm
or-
Kaiser.
Yeah.
You probably, you can know me from Twitter. I am Piccolo's strongest soldier. I'm a junior best to you are.
I mean,
Very true.
I don't know about the soldier thing, the best soldier thing. I'd say that's me. I mean, I don't see you making Piccolo edits on Twitter, bro. But
No,
I don't see you making
Goku
Twitter.
fans.
Remember junior?
I'm a junior lover, bro. That's my favorite TUR ever.
I mean,
So-
that's respectable.
This is
believe
I mean,
that's-
okay,
that's-
okay,
he's
only let me
certainly a
ask you
junior
this.
lover. He's pretty
Only
big.
let me ask you this. How many Metal Cooler Core runs did you do to try to get him hit by a super with only one super? Because
Bro.
guys did like 50.
No, dude.
It took a while.
I did like 12. I
You
did
not
like
want to fraud
25.
once.
I did like
That's
30
not
maybe.
enough.
Kaiser did more. That sounds like stronger soldier material. to
But
me.
I use my junior every day though. So
So do I.
I mean, Kaiser uses him like 4 times every day. Or
so
more.
then we're brothers. We should
True,
be
or
fighting
more.
on the same side. You should agree with me,
can.
bro.
We
We're
would be
brothers.
fighting on the same side, but you're, you like
Yeah,
God
you're-
do more than 23rd
You're
I
the
just can't, you
Godku
know?
fan.
I don't know
I
what that's
can't
about.
do it anymore.
Okay.
This is why I like Kaiser. He here to stand up business. He don't care about Goku or World Tournament Goku.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to him. It's just
I like World
as long as
Tournament Goku. World
Piccolo is
Tournament,
the
I am a
best you are,
fan
you're
of
cool
World
with him.
Tournament Goku. I like World Tournament Goku. He's sick.
That's true.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Emma. You probably know me as 59Emma1 on Twitter. I have recently created a YouTube channel that I'm posting a lot of videos on. You know me as a lover of various controversial units like Kale and Super Trunks, and yeah, it's not a great time to be me right now. But yeah, you're on the Big Bad Bosses podcast.
Where are my
Don't worry,
elderly
Emma. When Super
supporters
Trunks
at?
drops, we'll show them all.
I like rebrand
I'm
too.
right here. Yeah, I'm a rebrand supporter. I think she's pretty base actually.
I love Ribran. He's so cool.
Without the character.
I don't like Ribrianne the character, but I kind of
Like,
like the unit because
fine. I
they
like
gas
fine.
Boo Duo.
The intro speak. The intro speak. It's super
And
good.
then we also have our muted guest and background work. He does a lot of work for us. Trust me, I would have not been able to put a lot of this stuff up without him. Anuka, please say hi in VC Tech.
Can confirm a lot of clean work.
Iruko said hi in VC text.
True.
This
He's
podcast
deaf.
would not be a thing without, I feel like, a
He's
lot of the
not
work.
here. Yeah, he's not
he
here.
is not here right now. Okay.
I'm lucky.
We also have our wonderful other background artist. He's made a lot of the graphics that you see in Verno. Which Sprite.
Also, Stina Sprite, you know.
Oh, wait, I'm not even supposed to be here. Hi.
No,
I hate how I
Hello.
sound on stream, so I'm gonna go back to muting myself.
Wow.
Hey, before you mute yourself, Pokemon is mid, unfortunately.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
Interjack
sorry.
might have a
That-
few choice
This
words
is
for that.
such a
That is
Goku
very
fan moment.
Spicy take. Let's not make
True.
this into a Pokemon podcast because I will go on for days, bro.
You have to have a
Oh.
villain. I'll be that. I'll be that.
Holden's entered. Hello, Holden.
Hello, Holden.
Oh, hold on.
Welcome,
Oh
Holden.
god, oh god, it's my legal proprietor.
Yeah, you're
You guys
Yeah,
hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can
All
hear
right,
you.
hold on.
We're just introducing ourselves. You're pretty much the only person.
I'm your therapist.
So, yeah.
Oni L,
Oh.
huh?
Oh,
First?
okay.
Interesting.
Hi.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think he's very.
I'm Holden, I guess. What do you mean by introducing ourselves? We kind of
We're
have
just
the
introducing
whole
ourselves,
song
yeah.
and dance, the little name card, everything. So like,
Yeah, we did kind of
Yeah,
have that for like the first 5 minutes, but
Yeah, but people can't listen to name cards, Holden.
They don't need to listen. Isn't this like a?
They do need to
It's a
listen to the
That's
podcast.
what you do for podcast. You listen.
Well, I
No,
need to.
hello, everybody. My name is Holden. I'm Alacare Arts. That's my handle on Twitter. I have a YouTube channel that I abandoned because I'm kind of busy with college and work. And I'm Vector's legal owner. I like to speedrun Dokkan a lot.
What does that mean?
I enjoy Soulsborne.
It means
Speedrun
he bullies
Dokkan
me
is
on
in
Twitter.
speedrunning.
No. I mean Vector's owner, bro. I mean Vector's.
Oh, Vector's
owner.
owner.
What does that mean?
No, it means he bullies me
Um,
on
Felix.
Twitter. Because
I,
he's
Yeah,
I,
February.
I bully him on Twitter quite often, actually.
Oh, I see
think
what you.
I
Okay.
think
I-
he's the person I've ratioed the most, I think. I'm pretty sure.
probably.
First off, Holden, I thought you were British. You strike
He
me
has
as a
really
British
talent
guy.
for it.
No, I'm actually from Florida.
That's crazy,
Florida
bro. You live in
man?
the worst state. That's okay, bro.
British
Is that a
accusations.
Florida man in the
Actually,
chat?
the best state, but I mean, we're not here to debate that. We can debate that on other podcasts.
I need to address chat, guys. I mean the games. Pokemon games are mid, not the anime. The anime's fine.
Wow.
Not
Alright.
the-
That's even more of a
That's still
hot
bad.
Buddy.
it's still a bad take.
It's been on a downward spiral. What do y'all want from me?
Downward
Sword and Shield
spiral.
sucked ass.
Cool.
You know the game.
Sword and Shield sucked so much ass, bro.
Did you play Gen 9?
I mean, I won't.
Sure.
I won't comment either way because I'm too old to still enjoy Pokemon. I guess.
All right, Mr.
Yes,
Sonic
they're cool.
Adventures 2. Shut the fuck up, bro. Come on.
I enjoy Sonic Adventure
I'm too
because
old to
I'm old.
play Pokemon, but I'd rather watch a hedgehog eat chili dogs. Like, get out of here.
I don't watch them eat chili dogs. I like to
Sonic is
watch the
dead.
hedgehog go fast, or not even watch a hedgehog go fast. I like to make the hedgehog go fast.
Poor Sonic.
You like
Y'all,
to make
hey,
the
all-
hedgehog chili dogs?
Is that not just as childish as Pokemon?
Yeah,
well, here's what I'll say about Sonic, bro. The only time I don't mind Sonic when I don't mind Sonic fans when they're in their own like little realm, all right. But when they start like putting Super Sonic next to Super Saiyan Goku, it's the most cringe thing. To me. It's the cringiest thing to me. I hate it.
You're one of those. Okay. We should get on topic.
Unlucky.
We should get on topic.
Unlucky.
Anyways.
We're on Tournament Goku versus God Goku. That has been a very hot topic.
Oh,
on
we're
Twitter
hopping in.
because of our lovely friend here, Vector.
hello.
So,
Vector usually starts anything that's going on.
What even started this?
Vector, go ahead, bro.
I don't know specifically what start. I think what specifically did, like, Giga Thad definitely fanned the flames really hard with those drawings. Also,
Yeah.
Giga Thad, more like Giga Chad.
I mean, this argument's kind of just been going on since 23rd's release. I don't think it just started now.
Yeah, but it really got stoked. Really, like, it really picked up lately. Like, it really gained
wonder
traction.
why.
People are really at each other's throats
Wait.
now.
Because the game is dead. That's why.
Not on this podcast, apparently. Everyone
I mean,
here.
if I had to describe in my narrative how the argument started, 23Ku is better, obviously, but then the Godku fans got all uppity, and here we are. You know how it is.
But why is he better? I hate this, bro. I'm the only one here who likes Godku over this fraud. Who's gonna age better? Tell me, who's gonna age better? By the way,
Neither.
Do
not say it's going to be 23Ku because it's not.
I mean, depending on how future revive units work, it might be. That's really what it depends on.
We are reviving turn 3
really.
consistently. Then, yeah.
If you're absolutely.
We literally have characters that can revive turn 1. Like,
which is a pretty fucking good thing. Which is a pretty fucking good thing for 23Ku.
Yeah, that's good for him. But like later on, when bosses are like doing a lot more damage, you're gonna want Godku because he's dodging a lot more, right?
I mean, I'll take a 200k normal through his guard 40% of the time. Sure, why not?
But
or if I miss my orbs, just a straight up one shot from a normal.
Bro, you're not missing 3 orbs. You're never gonna miss that.
I didn't say miss 3 orbs.
But you know what?
Bro's acting like his dodge chance with 3 orbs is 100%.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it's a lot higher than
Holy Trio.
That's dodge, bro.
That's always the Godku argument. Just
10%.
Dodge, bro.
It's 10%. If you can consider, a lot of you, I'm sure a lot of you in here think that Godku or not Godku, UI Goku still has value.
Okay, Oni, let me ask you this: who's going to age better, Int Pan or 23Ku?
I want to say this much, right? Because he brought up UI Goku. I think UI Goku is valuable for SSBJK, and that's it.
The droids is bad.
True.
Other than
that's
that,
also
why would I run him?
I mean, I gave you a reason to run into the ATL team versus Texel.
All I am saying is, a lot of people in here would consider UI Goku valuable because of his dodge chance, right?
Yeah, just like how Whis is valuable.
But
Goku. Let's go further real quick. Just like Invisible Man. You know? We all run Invisible Man. I ran Invisible Man in a run that I beat Vector on. That's pretty cool.
True.
What is Godku doing so bad that 23Ku isn't though? That's my thing. Like 23Ku, I feel like Godku at the very least, turn 1 is able to avoid a lot of damage. 23Ku can, but it's like if he gets hit with a super attack, SOT 1, turn 1, it's kind of over. At least Godku has the chance to survive that, right?
I mean, that's not even high chance. That's not even
chance.
Oni, that's not even true. Oni, that's not even true though.
That's not true. Slot 1, turn 1. He's not.
I have the talking pillow right
now.
but
what's better? What's better?
Tech 23Ku ain't dying turn 1. That's just
okay. Okay, well, but what's better? Taking like 300k from a super attack or taking 0? What do you think is better there?
I mean, assuming you Godku just always takes 0. That's just always how it goes, 100%.
But I mean,
that's Godku logic for you. I mean, I see why they think he's better if they think he just takes 0 damage always.
But listen, bro. But listen, man. The 60 real, I can't believe that I am arguing against 60% chance to dodge when a lot of you guys were sucking the dick of like 70% chance to dodge units earlier this like.
I wasn't. I fucking hated UI Goku.
I don't remember doing that.
I fucking hated UI Goku. He's one of my least. He's literally my least favorite anniversary unit ever, besides CSSPE.
Very obvious statement, but I've always been team full power Frieza. I never liked UI Goku.
Bro.
Same.
I'm sure most people in this VC are not like dodge unit lovers.
I thought fucking Super Vegito was better than UI.
Alright, calm down.
Can I ask a question? Ask a question.
That is very interesting.
So, for Godku here, what boss are we rating him against? Because if it was Murtamasu, I feel like he probably takes it around the same as 23Ku.
I don't think
it's not more. It's not more a lot of the time.
But
yeah,
I'd say less overall. I would genuinely say less.
I don't think it's less, but I think it's around the same. Because the guard multiplier is going to stack with the typing. So it'd be like what 0.7 multiplier for his overall damage. I think.
Oh, here we go.
He's got around 200 and something D.
Oni's like, here we go. When Alan starts bringing in the math, it's like, oh no, facts.
No,
Hey,
shut
also,
up.
by the
That's
way,
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, bro. It's just one less person on my side.
No,
overall,
Oni, I'm
Yeah,
on
one
your
more
side.
person is
I'm on your
right,
side.
dude.
I think Godku might actually be better for Merchant Mastery. I think that's a genuine point.
Oh,
Okay, I
Um,
really disagree with that. Especially
how? How can you disagree when overall
because 23
Goku
is
is
built
taking
up after one
no.
fucking turn, and then you revive on turn 2.
Over-
It happens almost every time. Because
Also,
like
he
you know,
nullifies
like,
I
both
don't.
ways.
I don't
Yeah,
agree
just
with the
hold
revive.
on.
I think
It's
the
nullifies.
revive is so. I've looked into it. Right. I will say, I looked into 23Q stats today. I was genuinely impressed. I might post it on Twitter.
Really?
I've got a. I'll even post it in general. I was looking at his stats. I'll tell you what. You guys don't even know how high he hits. He hits very fucking hard.
I do.
Alan, are you
Towards
sure?
70, 80 million from when you add him potential, which is crazy. That's crazy high. The only problem I have with him is the consistency with the revive, because it relies on another unit, and I feel like the units you use are not consistent at all. So you're relying on Gohan and Piccolo,
Yes,
which are 70% or below. You need to get them rotation specific, so it'll be, say, if you got them rotation 2, you have to rely on being below 70% HP, and I don't feel like that's reliable. I don't. Maybe
It's not like
it gets
100%
emergency
reliable.
specifically.
It's like pretty damn reliable.
and
Like, I feel like
honestly,
there's not many
overall-
rotations that are getting past a turn of Fuse Zamasu above 70% HP.
Maybe against
Overall-
specifically Merchant Mastery, maybe it's reliable, but I don't think it's
I mean,
that reliable.
weren't
You
you
can
saying
never
you think
argue that's
Godku's
consistent.
better in Merge Zamasu? I thought we were talking about Merge
I think Godku is arguably better in Merchant Mastery, but I don't think either of them are that amazing in Merchant Mastery. I think
I think
my point here-
23
my
is like
point
top
here-
3 for Merge Zamasu.
I don't, because
No, he's
after
not
turn
top
1,
three.
with the revive units that we have in game right now, I feel like GT Duo is kind of like actually borderline
Dog
trash
shit.
for that.
Dog shit,
Borderline
yeah.
trash for that event.
No.
I feel like Go Piccolo,
No.
Go Piccolo is very inconsistent in that event unless they have a Goku on the team. Which, I mean, sure, I'll give it to you if you're running them on Goku.
Are we talking about a Goku right fucking now?
But listen. Even then, they're still capable of like getting you killed. That Gohan is still capable of getting you killed, right?
I mean,
And then-
no,
and then
Gohan
who else are you
is
running?
not fucking
Who else
capable
are you
of getting
running?
killed in Merge Zamasu. No, he's not.
He is.
Gohan and Piccolo are, but
He is.
Gohan is not. No, Gohan is not. He,
This
Merge
is
Zamasu's
what,
fucking
wait,
dead!
That's right. He is.
How is Gohan getting you killed? Whoa.
No,
He dies.
Gohan is not getting you killed in Merge Zamasu.
He
Gohan
dies, bro.
and Piccolo might. Gohan is
He dies,
not.
bro.
What- You are.
I just want
But guess what, Vector? Guess who you are first, bro? Guess who you are first? You're not Gohan. You're
You
you're
said
Piccolo.
Gohan.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Guess who
Okay.
you are
Motherfucker,
first?
you said Gohan.
You're
I just
not
wanted to
getting Gohan in
clarify.
that event.
I just wanted to clarify something on Oni's end. You said that Gohan and Piccolo are capable of getting you killed, yeah?
Did I say? I meant to say Gohan and Piccolo. Yeah, they are.
When I heard him say Gohan is capable. Of
I
getting
did
you
say
killed,
Gohan. I
was
did
like,
say Gohan.
no,
But I
you're
meant
not.
Gohan and Piccolo. Gohan and Piccolo are going to get you killed more often than not in that event. Frankly, they are.
I will
don't know
say.
about- I don't know about more often than not.
They
Like-
are more often
Your
than not.
name-
you will.
Okay. Hold on. Let's break that down. Hold on. I want to break that down. So we say more often than not, right? So there are 7 slots they could end up in, right? We have 1, 2, 3 where they might die because you get them turn 1, and then we have 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Yep.
that is 4 out of 7, which is by definition not more often than not. That is
That is more often than not. What are you talking about?
No, 4 out of 7 times. 4 out of 7 times is in our favor, Oni.
Yes.
Because that's, you're going to be below 8
He's
HP.
bigger than 3.
Silly goose.
Okay. My bad. Listen. I just misunderstood what you were saying. Okay. Well, hold on, dude. Like, even then, I'm still gonna say that the revive, it's not gonna be enough to save you.
How?
And like,
You went into revive!
for you especially, Vector, I know for a fucking fact that you would just love to run GT Duo over that character. I just feel it in my fucking
No.
soul because of that
No.
shitty ass attack support that he
No.
provides.
I mean,
No?
that's fucking cool.
You're,
but,
you're not going to get attack support in that fight. It doesn't not going to do anything.
I'm running
Pretty
Gohan.
much just not getting
I'm definitely running Gohan. Easier revive condition. It's that simple. GG.
8 key and 80% attack support. Shitty.
I'm not saying it's not. I don't think it's shitty. I don't actually think it's shitty, but I'm saying it's not worth it in that event. It's not worth it to me.
I mean,
Like, I could get all that shit left.
The thing that once you get it basically means you win. It's not worth it.
So,
In my opinion.
Vector, what you're saying is that the strategy of Triku with Gohan and Piccolo, or with any revive that has to get on a slot 4, 5, 6, you have like a 40% chance on
4,
a
5,
round.
6, 7.
Yeah, that's a 40% chance to
No,
lose.
that's more than 50%. Like 4 is more than half of 7.
But it's a
right?
40% to actually automatically lose. It's a 40% chance to lose, basically. Because you're not leading.
Chance to win.
Well,
Are we ignoring the potential scenario that exists? Are we ignoring that?
An auto loss.
Are we ignoring the fact that potential
And they're not even they're not even an automatic loss. Like on GT Duo's team, they'll take an AoE, then the next turn they'll just revive. Like as long as your slot 1 is actually really competent, like 23Q is.
It's so funny to me. It's also so funny to me that we're arguing in Gohan's favor when Gohan has a less % chance to dodge than God Goku. I don't understand why that's the case. Why is that?
He has a 50% chance to dodge.
The first turn.
There's the last turn of the fight.
But no, it's not because you're getting his. No, it's
The
not.
last turn you can see him.
Holy shit! Holy shit! I cannot believe this. Actually, I genuinely can't.
Yeah,
Turn
used him
2,
earlier today.
Turn 2, you can get his revive, bro. Turn 2, you're probably gonna get his revive.
And then you win.
I don't understand.
Yes.
Oni, follow me, okay? On turn 2, you die with Gohan. You're floating him off. You see his guaranteed dodge turn on turn 5. And how do you think you're gonna see Gohan after that?
We're just going to turn 8 against Merge Samasu every time, man.
This is like a team 2 post-revive Gokus. We have Gohan's spot 10.
I'm going to go ahead and transition over to Gohan. I didn't think I actually needed to bring him up. Yeah, I'll go ahead and transition over to what Gohan actually does.
The
unit.
Gohan Piccolo unit?
That's
Get
not
the
Gohan.
crowd
There
of
we
my
go.
face. No.
Yeah, so obviously the Gohan and Piccolo unit, they have the issue of the damage reduction. Like until they need to get hit, that's when they get the damage reduction.
Yeah,
But
I have a lot of issue with the unit.
like
You're
on
right.
turn 1, so like this is the whole crux of Oni's argument is that if they're on turn 1, they can just die. Usually, as the second attacker in a turn, like you're generally still going to be above 70% HP because 23rd is not going to take 200k on normal.
Well, the AoE procs it. Like, even if you're below 70
I don't
by the
even
time
think,
they
but
attack,
I mean, 23Q on turn 1 isn't even really the problem. It's 23Q any other time during the fight.
You
Well,
revive
you
by
revive?
10.
On turn 1, you're keeping
losing.
Gohan and Piccolo on rotation.
I'm
if they're
saying
there.
though, but I'm saying though,
Why
like
are
the
you acting
revive
like
characters.
it's not consistent to
I'm
revive
saying, though,
by turn 3? It's very easy. It happens like
I'm
more
saying-
than 70% of the time, I would say.
All I'm saying is you're gonna have characters in that event that are holding you back. Maybe 23Q is good, but I don't
Like
think
Gohan
that
and
the
Piccolo, who
revive. I don't think the
bring back
I don't think the
alive,
revive. I
make
don't think the
22
revive
exotic
characters.
attacking
I do not think the revive characters are worth it to me. Just frankly.
How is Gohan and Piccolo not worth it? They literally shield an entire rotation from dying for a turn, and then the next time they come, they're literally invincible and do a fucking 16 million attack stats.
You haven't
How
played
is
with
that-
them.
Well,
That's
that's
how.
necessarily true, but yeah.
If you have a Goku.
Play with them, bro. I'm telling you, they're actually they're way less inconsistent than that. I'm telling you.
They die turn
Yeah, I'm
1
with them.
sometimes. I mean,
I'm
that's
with
a lot
them.
of units.
I'm with them.
Sometimes you just die. That's Dokkan for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier, but
Yeah.
if your name isn't
Like Son of
orange,
Goku just dies turn 1. Welcome
if
to
your
fucking
name
Dokkan.
is an orange Piccolo, you can die to Zamasu. Basically, any unit in the game can.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Like,
agree with that.
unlucky
I don't agree with
Not
that.
go, not got Goku. He'll dodge.
Don't even mention Beast Breath.
Yeah, but he can't. He
stay
cannot.
out of it.
Like, let's be fair. There's a lot of units that can't. There's a lot of units that can't die to Mezumasu's turn 1. That's
I'm
not
not
true.
talking strictly turn 1. It's
Yeah,
just
we
the
were-
event. Like, Orange Piccolo is the only one that just won't die.
He's not though. There's plenty of. I mean, even the Boo duo. I genuinely don't think if you super them first, they can't die.
In the
I
entire
don't-
event?
there's a- No, turn 1. This
We're
is
talking-
turn
We're not
one.
talking
We're
about
talking
turn
about
1.
the entire
Yeah.
event.
You just said turn 1.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what the whole crux of
What
this
in the
argument is
in the
that I'm
entire
really
event?
Yeah.
Well, Orange Piccolo could die in the entire event. I don't know. Unless you're on superheroes, there's no way he's not dying in any run.
I mean, even off superheroes is a very easy way to make sure he's invincible the entire event.
Nah, I don't agree with that. How?
If he's on turn 1, then you just keep him the first turn, then you float him off. Boom, giant.
Yep.
If he's on turn 2, you keep him on turn rotation both turns.
4?
Yeah, actually, she's right. I don't see how he's dying then, even off a superhero.
How does he not? He just comes on turn 4.
No, I mean, if he's on turn 1, you keep him on rotation. He's then on turn 3, and then you float him off.
Intro, yeah. Turn 1, he has his intro. Turn 3, he has his intro. Turn 3, giant. He ain't dying. If you get him on turn 2,
6, mean.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
If you get him on turn 2, you have to
Okay.
all the way up.
He ain't dying.
And if he's in any other slot, he's literally invincible forever, no matter what you do, unless you float him off for whatever reason.
Someone get into contact with Truth. We need more people on my
Yeah,
side.
you might be right.
Someone get Truth in here.
I will say this much about Goku, and this is not really in relation to argument versus him against World Tournament Goku. This is more, I have an issue with God Goku is when he came out, I've always said that once we get Rainbow Orb Changers that aren't good enough in the current content, God Goku is going to fall off. Because type orb changing is ass.
Come on,
right? We all
man.
agree on that, right?
Type orb changing is ass.
Yes.
It's not ass, but it doesn't even touch rainbow changing. It's not even close.
Right.
Yeah, right. Okay, right. So we have.
What I would say.
And the only competent rainbow orb changer in current content is Boma. You can get away with Goku.
Right.
No, you're like.
You don't even have to bring up Kid Goku, bro. You can bring up Chilai. I think you're forgetting about Chilai. She's still pretty decent. And Beerus. Whoa! Hold on. There have been many times.
Chilai name drop.
I'm here to defend my goal. You can bring Tech Bulma too.
What teams are you running? What teams are you running Chilai and God Goku on?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna bring up. What team?
Damasus.
Oh, okay, buddy.
You reached the Oni code. Okay. So what I'll say is that is a good point. I will temporarily argue this for God Goku is how, like, looking at the state of the game right now in terms of Rainbow Orb changing, is it the worst it's ever been? Like, we only have, like, 1 or 2 good Rainbow Orb changers. I feel like that's not always going to be the case.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I feel like there's
I don't know if it's the worst it's ever been, but it's not great.
I see Pants.
I mean, the best character in the game.
You can run it there.
Z Duo, Rainbow Orb change.
Oh, well, I guess you can count their standby, yeah. But
yeah, they just do that
Orb
sometimes.
changes.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Usually.
Right, okay,
like,
so
against most of the fights people actually fucking care about.
You have a point with the Z Duo standby, but my point, like, if you're running the Z Duo in any of the current content, are you not going to run the GT Duo too? And I'd argue you probably need to revive first before you get their standby. Would you not?
Before you get Z Duo standby?
Wait, what?
Well,
no, the standbys don't conflict.
You can't do both. You have to choose one.
You can do GT Duo and Z Duo standby.
Yeah.
I have done it literally billions of times.
Yeah, all the charge standbys.
Like literally getting those 2 standbys is literally a win condition. If you get those 2 standbys together, you just win.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Z Duo and GT Duo.
And GT Duo standby. If you get those standbys as a rotation, you just win.
That's my fault. I'm thinking of Trunks' standby.
It is called the I win rotation.
Victor, I have not gotten that
what this debate is about. Right.
Like GT Duo, am I using the Duo?
It's about Tony Goku and God Goku.
Okay, one person at a time.
I'm, based on you guys' arguments, I'm seeing a lot, like, this argument is definitely in favor of World Tournament Goku.
That's because there's 40 different people, and then there's me. What do you mean?
Yeah, because you're wrong.
That's not even fair.
Alan's been helping you.
If I had somebody who could argue the points a little bit, I guess Alan too. But like he's probably going to be able to argue them a little bit.
If you make you
23rd is going to be out damaging Goku at pretty much all points of the fight. At least not maybe turn 1 against Zamasu.
Let me debate Truth.
It's going to be a more consistent defensive option once he gets to survive off, which is pretty easy as we've talked about.
Doesn't matter.
What?
Everyone on Twitter, @Truth, tell him to get in here. Let me debate Truth.
No. No.
I feel like,
Well, not
I feel like you
very
guys are underrating the 60% dodge a little bit, but
Just
I
find
do
out
think
both
23 is
to
better.
come here and talk to us about his 30 build, his 30 dodge God Goku.
Hey, you don't even need that much on him.
Okay,
Though.
okay,
That's
but
the thing.
interject. Tell me it wouldn't get us 50,000 views.
It would, but I don't feel like hearing him talk about that.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
I feel like I am 100% taking.
Get him in here. Let me kick his ass.
Truth 100% rates 23 Q better. I guarantee you he does.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
He actually.
Oh shit!
No,
Does he?
no,
Is it true?
no,
I don't think that's true.
In the most recent
Yeah, I
video,
think
he
that's
put the God Cube up
I think he
23rd.
likes Godku more.
Yeah.
It seems like at least
does he?
they're close, which is like something.
I think.
I mean,
I think it was
funny,
Like
Godku
I
more.
would
I think it depends
I would argue them in the same. I would argue them in the same like vein, right? Like I think they both have their problems, and they both have like.
I think
They both have
23
a lot of
closer
really
to
big
Junior than he
guys.
is to Godku.
Yeah, I see that.
That's because you're biased,
I
bro.
just think that you have to really be like lenient on how you rate other units if you're going to rate 23 Q high, because he just relies on other units so heavily.
I mean, so
That if you're rating any unit like at all, like any unit on superheroes, you have to rate immediately high.
I mean, I rate
If you're
Broly
rating
Trio like
23
top
high.
15 or top 20, and like he relies
Victor,
on.
do-
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I
We'll
mean,
get to
you
that.
could also stop doing that.
I don't know, man.
I
They're
also
fucking good.
noticed that none of you have
They're
actually
fucking
mentioned their
good.
leader skills either. I think War Tournament Goku has a far better leader skill.
Oh yeah, no one mentioned it because we don't need to mention it. Everyone knows 23
Yeah, that's the slam dunk argument. Yeah,
Yeah,
23rd is like
Miles.
23rd team is either 1, 2, or 3 in terms of best leader skills.
Yeah, I think it's top 2 minimum and very easily arguable top 1. It's either superheroes or EBFs.
I don't think he's anywhere close to one. I think superheroes is just by far one.
Yeah, I think superheroes.
I don't think by far, personally.
I wouldn't say.
I genuinely
they're-
don't think there's a
pretty
single
similar.
argument you
Double
can
orange,
make
Victor, double
Earthbred
orange.
Fighters is
Choice
above
better.
superheroes.
I
You have double orange,
arguments.
Victor.
Let's see. We have Future Gohan and Bulma. They are not on superhero.
Who gives a shit?
Awfully Bulma, I'm saying.
It literally does not matter in terms of teams and in terms of winning events. Superheroes, apart from on Omega, apart from that single event, superheroes is more consistent across the entire game at winning.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
think there's any argument against it.
Turn 3 Giants too much control.
Like what we were just talking about with Orange.
The double orange Piccolo just allows too much freedom within the event.
Yeah,
Like
Classic Orange
double
W.
Orange Piccolo. Yeah,
It's too broken,
there's
it's
too
too
much
broken.
else you can do.
He's such
With the
strongest
double
star,
giant form.
and then later.
yeah.
And people underrate the damage from the entire team as well. I mean, Trunks and Gohan on top of Orange Piccolo,
Wait, there are
you're getting
people
like
that think
regular
the Secret Team doesn't
with
do
200
Wait,
million APT terms.
Those people exist.
What, sorry?
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
I mean, people don't really understand the damage on the teams. I mean, for Earthbred Fighters, I feel like the damage is very high, but I just don't think it compares to.
Yeah, it's not
To
nearly as high
superheroes,
as
yeah.
EBF.
I mean, Victor,
nah.
Alan,
think so.
being fair, you can have.
I think you just argued the opposite of Alan.
He definitely did, but that's fine.
Superheroes is definitely
fair,
high damage. Now,
Being fair,
Earthbred Fighters,
it's World of Hope Trunks and Orange Piccolo are also in the 200% of 23. You can run them there very easily.
I mean, the argument, it's the turn 3 Giant. It's just better than the
Yeah, you can run every unit that's on superheroes on Earthbred Fighters, but they're gonna work better on superheroes where you're invincible.
Yeah.
Like, Sword of Hope Trunks will work well in Earthbred Fighters with Bulma and Orange Piccolo there too. Because
Okay, Alan, what would you consider the optimal superheroes build right now?
Oh,
I would,
no,
I would
just
say optimal.
You're
Optimal is a bit hard because I opt for Pan on any superheroes build because I think she makes the entire team better. But people like I know Tamim struggled pretty heavily running Pan the other day.
Like, what if
she's
Swag
obviously a good
Hage broke into your house and held a gun to your head and said, "If you don't beat this event 5 out of 5 times, I'm shooting you in the head." What superheroes build are you bringing?
It's an extreme example.
Yeah.
Orange
What's he
Piccolo,
doing?
Gohan, Orange Piccolo.
Yeah, we'll put
Trunks.
Orange too. Trunks, yeah.
Blue
I would
Duo,
also put Orange on the team.
MVP 17, and then probably
Who do I?
Gamma 1?
Gamma 1 probably, yeah.
As a floater, I think.
Wait, did you say
That's
who do
probably
I?
the team I'd run.
Not because Budo, like, it's taking away the turn 3 stuff. Like,
I'm not running Budo on Super Heroes.
Oh, Blue
On
Duo.
Super Heroes.
Okay.
I mean,
That
you
makes
can
more
put
sense.
Battle of Wits units in that team too, and in Super Heroes.
Yeah, but you just
With double
wouldn't.
orange, you
That
can put
takes
Battle
away,
Wits.
like.
Yeah, that takes away what makes superheroes like them. In order for superheroes to be the best team, it needs to be distributed
That's
Also-
the exact same team I used to do Dokkan events.
Also,
why'd you laugh, bro?
There's
Why'd you
and
laugh,
like you said, but also an option that I do like as well as STR Mai, because she'll just increase the damage of the team. You have some RNG to go with, but she definitely her support's nice.
And there's no way it was. Yeah.
But she can be very risky. She can be very risky at times.
Yeah, for sure. She has RNG to her, but it helps when she's on that team where there's less risk because you're going to use orange.
Yeah. I mean, she in that team she will.
Yeah, I mean, it's a niche pick. Like if you want to do it, like it just increases the support of the team.
She's very dupe dependent. Like she needs to. She
you need to like.
Easy solution. Easy solution.
By the way,
Run the
anyway,
droid.
we got off topic again.
The droids.
For the
We will not be
23Q and
running
God argument.
Yeah, Earthrise Fighters is competing with superheroes for that slot, and that definitely is a tick in the hat for.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Like you can't. Pure Saiyans has historically been one of the better categories in the game, but right now more than ever, it's not really holding a lot of the top 10 units right now.
Yeah, it's not really all that crazy.
He does have hybrid Saiyans as well, which will add future Gohan and Sword But
no one here will disagree that 23Q's leader skill is a lot better than Goku's, though, right? Like that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely.
I mean, one of the reasons for that is Bulma's not on there.
Sure, man. If you
will reply,
I get it.
Goku leader skill better, and then like 10 people be like, no.
I get it, bro. If you can't argue the actual. You can't actually argue Goku. 23 being better than Goku. So you have to.
I mean, no, we argued.
I get it, bro.
We did do that.
I get it, bro.
We simply argued both.
Take the L, man. It's fine. I'll let you get the W on the leader skill, though. I'll let you get the W on the leader skill. I will. I'll let you keep it. It's fine.
Let's see, like,
you do that.
If you guys think that,
All I'm saying is,
if you guys think
go
that
ahead.
World Tournament Goku and Goku are in like the same tier, right?
Yes.
Like they're
I
a
don't.
similar level of power, but one has a
Definitely.
better leader skill than the other. Wouldn't that just make Goku, the World Tournament Goku, better?
No.
Why?
Only
why is that?
To be fair, what
Bulma's
events
hold
are
on.
going there?
Bulma's leader skill is dog shit, but she's better than most of the game, right?
She's like a tier
Yeah,
above
because
most
she's
of the game.
that fucking
Yeah,
good.
well, shut up, boys. I proved my point. Point proven, okay?
Okay, so
No,
Oni's
I mean,
point
you
is that
said-
Goku is as strong as Bulma in order to gap into order to. I don't know, man.
You can make an argument.
A lot of people don't even have Bulma at one. Some people have Orange Piccolo at one for that exact reason. Leadership.
That would be me.
I don't have her at one either. I don't have her at one. I don't have her at one. I have Piccolo.
I have a
Same
rainbow.
thing with Future Gohan. People
That
will
is
argue
not-
him at 2 for that exact reason.
If you're arguing Future Gohan at 2, I think you're actually kind of wrong. But I don't want to get into that today.
Why?
I actually don't.
Why?
Why?
I mean, it's not.
No, he can definitely be argued as
Get
one.
into it.
Easily. Like not even like easily, he can be argued as one.
And that's not
I
the-
think-
that's not-
I don't.
that's not the argument point.
No.
Easily, he's argued.
I don't think he can be argued at 1. I'm so
I wouldn't
sorry.
say
I don't
one,
think he
but-
can be
There
argued
is
at one.
literally objectively no way Orange Piccolo is not one.
Bulma, they all can. It doesn't matter where you place them. I really don't care.
Pretty.
How
it
is Orange
definitely
Piccolo
Orange
second
Piccolo is
one?
How are we
a tier
not-
above Bulma and Future Gohan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how people are putting them above Piccolo. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I said
Orange Piccolo's
I think Piccolo's one, but I think they are all in a tier together.
I
Any of them.
agree.
I think I know why you agree, Kaiser.
No reason,
It's a good year that you can't blame him.
bro.
Sure.
What are the topics we're discussing then? So is it just Goku versus 23Q at the moment?
I thought we were
Yeah.
going to bring up stats versus experience, but I feel like I'm going to be alone
I
in
would
that.
go over that.
too,
I want to
frankly.
go over that. I want to do that on a big stream.
I feel like
Yeah.
I
Are you
really feel like I'm going to
conceding?
be alone in
Real
this one.
answer
So
is
let's
both,
go ahead and
right?
see.
Are you conceding on it?
Yeah.
We can go to the next topic.
On
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Conceding
yeah.
on what?
We're waiting on
Conceding
you.
on
Yeah, I'm
what?
down to go to the next topic. If you
Conceding on
Agree to
what?
disagree, bro. Agree to disagree.
Say
Yeah,
20.
I'll agree to disagree. How about that, bro? I'll just agree to disagree. Let's just
Womp
agree to
womp.
disagree. I do think that Gaku's better, but I also am not delusional enough to admit his fault. So there we go.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't live in my own, I don't live in a fantasy world. That's all that means. I don't live in a fantasy world where everything's perfect. Right? That's all I'm saying.
So you admit that there's gonna be many times where you don't get Goku's 6 orbs?
Oh no, I definitely get 6 orbs most of the time, but the 6 orbs aren't important to me. I don't give a shit because the guard is. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's really guarding if he's taking like 300k from a super attack anyway. Right?
Kind of does. It does because now he's taking 300k from a normal.
What matters to me? What I prioritize? What I prioritize before I prioritize the 6 orbs. Like if I don't get 6 orbs, I'm like, okay, can I at least get 3? Because then I know I can sort of rely on.
I mean, yeah. Because if not, you can.
All right.
Mm.
Yes, but it's better to get the 6 orbs. I have seen Goku tanking normals.
Why is that better? What like it doesn't really matter if you're dodging it all anyway. I literally had a run. I literally had 3 runs today actually. While I was at work and on stream today, I had a run where Goku took literally 0 damage the entire fight because he dodged everything. I don't understand how.
That's
okay, Oni.
Bro,
outside of ridiculous, 60% is actually 100%. When you're getting 6 orbs, you're making it so that you don't have to dodge every attack aimed at you. If you're only getting 3, you have to dodge every attack, every single one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that like if I get the 6 orbs, that's perfect. But if I get 3 orbs, I'm like, okay, he has a reliable enough chance to dodge, so I'm not really way too worried about it.
If there's already multiple attacks, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
In STR Goku Black, I'd be a little worried. I don't know.
I'm not worried at all in that fight, bro. I just never am, ever.
I mean, if you get super and not dodge, you're dying.
I mean, if you get normal and you're not guarding, that's rough.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking smacked up if you're not guarding that fight, bro. Do you know how hard he hits? He hits like
I do.
Like
but the thing is, I'm telling y'all, he never dies.
Bro,
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I've got a different experience with him.
I don't know.
Like I said, I'll agree to disagree. Like I said, I'll agree to disagree. I'm not budging.
If you're arguing,
I'm not budging. I'm not budging.
Specifically,
but our next topic is about units that
I want to ask
die
this.
in 2 months.
Sure. Enerjack, someone on the chat says you sound like Cell. How do you feel about that?
What about
Clearly.
2 months?
This is my
heroes.
perfect form, I guess.
This is no game.
Hold on,
This
what's the
is
question?
no game.
This is no game.
Okay, we're talking about Dragon Ball Heroes now.
Dragon Ball Hero.
I hope they're all shit. I hope they're all dog shit, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I
No,
a
don't
lot
believe
of
that.
people don't seem to like Dragon Ball Heroes. My whole thing is Dragon Ball Heroes has a very weird stigma around it, where a lot of people just assume all the units are just like ass. And honestly, last year did not help that stigma at all, because last year's units were dog shit.
True.
Yeah, they were awful.
They were horrible.
I agree.
And,
You can make honestly, you can make an exception for the Easy A's. The Easy A's weren't the worst thing in the world.
Zealous
Like,
was
that-
okay. Zealous was okay.
No, I'm more so talking about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That guy is actually still pretty decent.
Yeah,
Except that he's restricted to heroes, which makes him bad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe it won't make him bad when he gets new help, but yeah. Right now he's bad.
I think that Hertz wasn't that bad for as of a release. I think he can still be around on this.
He was like
right now. He will be.
Yeah, like Parks' team was definitely the best of the 3, but it wasn't like that crazy. It was just good though.
Mm-hmm.
That brings me to the next point I was gonna make. I think a lot of people don't actually remember how good like God Trunks and that whole batch was, mainly because of the red
He was
one.
crazy. I remember.
Was he? Was he really? Was he?
I mean,
2 months, yes.
I mean, he was not that crazy.
He was Azo Trunks, but you had to have a full Dragon Ball Heroes team. I'm sorry, he was not that good.
I'd argue on that Dragon Ball Heroes
Wait,
team
Heart?
in particular, he was better than AGO Trunks.
Nah, that's fat cap.
Who, God
Yeah,
Trunks?
that's cap.
Are we talking about God Trunks?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're talking about God Trunks.
Absolutely not. Not even fucking close. Holy shit.
To AGL Trunks.
Not even close. Like AGL Trunks fell off like a piece of lead, but like no.
The issue is that Dragon Ball Heroes was always a dog shit team. So
Like,
maybe stat wise,
Not really. No, it wasn't always dog shit. Let's not.
Yeah, no.
Like it was
kinda
at least.
Very dog shit.
It was
at the time he released it was dog shit.
I think the only meta was actually any good and was like the LGE meta. And the LTE and SBR meta.
I mean,
no, God Trunks, you could like go into God events. It was fine.
Yeah, you can do it with them.
Go into God events.
Well, yeah, that's ready released.
Yeah, Xenopan. You got the Super Saiyan 3 Trunks was very good.
The Stalkers, the Super Saiyan Goku of Chino, and
yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is good.
This guy was.
Yeah,
he was
Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is alright. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is alright.
Yeah.
No, right now he's kind of eager right now, but he was very good.
Super Saiyan Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito was alright too.
Oh yeah, during his.
I don't remember, but yeah.
I mean, in 2021, maybe against Type Advantage.
To be fair,
I mean,
this guy was extremely boosted by the fact that Gogeta literally just came out in Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Only wrong once again about what, bro? What am I wrong about? What? I didn't say anything. I haven't really said much this entire segment. What? Whatever. I don't care.
I'm still on the Goku thing. Don't worry about it.
But honestly, I do look forward to this year's. Hopefully, they don't make them like these abomination of characters.
Yeah,
I don't care about any other. I don't.
But they should. I
don't care about any other release here, but Rose. As long as Rose is like, you can at least if he's even restricted to like time travelers, I am perfectly okay with that. Like, if he's just not superheroes, that's all I'm begging for.
Heroes,
heroes.
I don't think he'll be on that one.
I'm excited for Demon Goddess Tower. She's a terrifying conqueror.
Yeah, Toa's gonna be.
Yeah.
Toa's gonna be.
Yeah.
I hope they're all dog shit because people who defend them on Twitter
She could be a great Piccolo Jr. buff.
Alan, that's just wrong, dude. That's really biased of you, bro. For a math guy, that's really biased, bro.
Nah.
For a math guy, somebody who loves math, that's really biased, bro. You shouldn't have
next year when Panties
I
EAs, then
can
I'll hope
see
they
you
could.
doing strategies with
next year when Panties
with
EAs.
Tower. Oh,
I'm sorry, I just don't give a shit about him.
You don't have to give a shit about him, but like I feel like when these characters drop and they are pretty good, like I don't want to hear you hop
even
on.
if they're good, if they're good, I'm skipping them. I don't care.
They're
You
not.
some of the SS last year. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you, Victor.
Unfortunately, with the
Unironically,
stigma around heroes,
I am going to be strong this time.
Honestly, if they're not even like, they have to be like some of the best heroes in the game, or people are just gonna call them assholes.
Yeah, they need to be like top 3 for me to care.
Yeah,
I do Vegito has a really good job.
I hope they are good.
If they're like top 3, I'll break my vow to Emma. Otherwise, no.
Like if they're just okay, no one's gonna talk about them. Hearts is a very good example of that because Hearts wasn't like crazy or anything, but he was okay. And now
he's mad.
Yeah, he's very much okay.
Oh, you can
listen, all I'm saying,
if you somehow find a team for him, you can get away with using him still. But
like I said, I'm down for the skip heroes shit. Like I'm down for that. But I'm saying if Rose is even nearly as good as I want him to be, like he doesn't need to be perfect. He doesn't need to be the best unit in the game, right? If he's at least like I don't want to say he's going to be junior level. I doubt he will be. But if he's at least like AGL Zamasu level, I'm perfectly okay with that.
I'm just going to say that's a pretty high expectation. I'm just going to say this. I have low hopes and low expectations because like it'll be easier for me to skip and I don't want to summon for this crap anyway. But like if you're a fan of heroes, I would say high hopes, low expectations.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
one of the issues that the team has is that it doesn't have any damage.
I will say that one thing that Heroes has done every year is they've had a pattern of releasing like really good villains for some reason, even though they're never like the main like draw.
That's true.
Yeah. That's kind of true. I think that's kind of true.
Last year's were good.
Yeah, Hearts just
Mechi Kabura. Man, I would have Mechi Kabura was the main reason, was the main one that got me to summon last year.
Honestly, this unit was ahead of its time.
He was funny. He was funny.
Not last year, year before last. He's the one who got me to summon year before last. He was so crazy.
The extreme class last year was definitely a huge step above the super class for sure.
Oh, is it?
Easily.
Super class was just sad.
Ellen, I bet you $500 that they surprise drop an LR Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. You're summoning for that fucking character.
I mean,
I bet you 500 fucking bucks. Bro.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
All right.
I don't know.
Like, what is this? What's the point you're making? What's
What
the
is the
point you're
point?
making?
I mean, yeah, that's Orange Piccolo. This is fucking Heroes.
Well, no, I'm
Yeah.
saying it's gonna be a Heroes exclusive, bro. Come on.
No,
Heroes
the reason
exclusive.
Heroes
Exclusive.
Heroes exclusive LR. Heroes exclusive LR. Heroes exclusive LR. Yep.
Heroes is
So it
always
will look
going
like
to be
shit.
dog shit. You guys have to recognize that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
I love it. I love it.
Any unit.
You summoned for Beast
period
Gohan, bro. You
ends
summoned
up
for Beast Gohan when he released. You summoned for Beast
Yeah,
Gohan when he
good for
released.
him. Good for him. He
kidding,
was
I'm
really
kidding.
fucking good, and he dominated all the fucking content in the game. Wow.
any
Trying to
unit
make
released
it.
in this small period. I reckon New Year's and beyond is when you should summon. Before this like November to September period, don't summon. Unless the units are very, very, very good. I think
Those
Gohan
months
and
are
Piccolo-
in the wrong order, bro. Listen,
Gohan and Piccolo, right? Gohan and Piccolo
Which is not the
don't work as a
this,
very good support unit.
No, don't spend money on this game. Don't listen to me.
Don't spend any money anyway. But
Yeah, as
Really
someone who
quickly,
spends money on this game,
you should
don't
not
spend money on
spend
this
any
game.
money.
Don't spend money.
You should not.
Do not.
get a private server. I mean, don't send that clip to Truth. But if you want to test these units out on 100%, if you use it responsibly, I feel like private servers are a good tool.
I will be
Dokkan
using
responsibly, ladies and
the Heroes units on private
Honestly,
server this
private
time.
servers are a really
I don't
good
even
tool.
wanna
If
see
you
it.
don't know if you want a unit or not, you can't just go into private. Like, I know a lot of us from this podcast or from like Dokkan Twitter. Ignore what Dokkan Twitter says. Go on the private server. Use a unit for yourself. If you like them, summon. If you don't summon. It can really be that simple.
Yeah.
I just feel like as long as the private server is not taking you away from the actual game, I'm fine with that. Like if the private server is your main way to play, I think that's, I don't know, play the game, play the actual game.
Can we ban future Dokkan from the chat room? Really starting to piss
Oh,
me off.
what's he saying?
But
What's
we
he
can't
saying?
ban future Dokkan. We have
They
to
told
use
me
these
I'm slobbering and drunk
notepad questions
on Twitter, bro.
True. We need to answer to future Dokkan's questions when we get there. Yeah, I don't
We
actually
need
agree
Dokkan
with
to
the.
debate Truth to getting in here.
To go back on Heroes, I don't agree with the idea that they're just going to be shit.
Truth
But
isn't hopping in
I have
here.
low
bro.
expect- I do have the low expectations for sure. But
I
2021 was good. Like I think that it's just Red Zone hit everything. It wasn't just Heroes. So like 2021 was good for their time. So
I don't know.
I don't expect Heroes. I don't expect Heroes to be
Can
good.
I give my honest thoughts on Heroes?
No.
My honest
Honestly,
thoughts on
why
Heroes
this whole
are just
time?
like I have summoned for Heroes every year in the past. Multiple times I have said I'm not going to.
Gambling addiction.
Heroes
True.
units, some of them have been like super fun and like they're often like just weird and cool, so it's like I get it if you do summon and if you like that kind of shit. At the same time, like I don't know, like I'm just kind of not a fan of the characters in general. So if I can have if I would the less tempted I am, the better for me.
The Heroes characters are gonna have to be like a step up, like 3 steps above every other year for me to be like, okay, yeah, I'm summoning for him. But like, Rose looks. I'm begging that he's good.
The
They have
arts
to
are
be.
very, very hot.
They're
I
not
will
going to
say.
be, bro. They are designed for
Ani,
this meta.
I will not
And
even
they-
expect him to be better than AGL.
Wow.
I don't expect him to be.
Honestly, Alan, if they're designed for the current content, that makes them better than like the past few units.
That is true, Alan. You're wrong there, bro.
No, the pattern is that they're good for about 2 months and then they fade off.
That's fine.
Every
That
single
still
year
makes
that has
them
been the same.
better
thing.
than,
That's because like
do I
by
say
anniversary
that
power.
they're
But
designed
the
for
units
content
this
at all?
year are going to fade off as well. The units this year are going to also age off. That's also going to be true. Like Gohan and Piccolo, I don't expect them to age well. They're gonna fall off at anniversary.
You know
They are.
You know what? That's funny you bring that up though. 'Cause it's actually hilarious. The character Heroes was better than all year last year. Fucking Raditz,
Superhero.
and he's a premium red coin unit, bro.
What
I
is
just
the
want you to
point
think
you're
about
making?
that.
What?
Okay.
That's what you do.
Honestly, I don't think.
Okay,
I
Oni.
agree with you. I don't think Radish was better.
I know.
That-
I don't
that's
think
a
they
lot.
are.
It's
That's
that,
my
I mean,
point.
We're talking about like Battle of Trash, but yeah.
No,
You're
come
kind
on.
of damning with
Guys.
faint praise there, buddy.
Guys,
No,
some
wait,
for
wait, wait,
heroes are
listen,
gonna be
listen,
better
Hearts.
than Raditz.
They are
No,
better than
listen.
Raditz. Give them a fucking medal.
They deserve something there, all right. They deserve something there, all right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, being
Fuck,
better than
I
I
Raditz
think
is
they're
very.
also better than ROF Blues.
I'm not
Okay.
saying that. I'm not saying that. Radish, I'm not. But you know what? at the very least,
least they were better than Strength
Raditz
Style.
could beat red zones back then. I'm just saying he could beat red zones back then. Heroes
He
beat it better.
Didn't
beat them
Heroes
better.
also beat
Heroes
Red
beat them
Zone?
better. Heroes beat them better. Heroes beat them better. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna hold you.
okay.
I beat
Yeah.
Broly Red Zone with God Trunks' Heroes team. That doesn't say much.
Yeah, it does.
Mm,
Well, I mean,
I
in
don't
terms of like Raditz beating it, and Raditz has an infinitely better leader scope.
I can't remember. Did Truth beat Sin with Heroes last year
No.
or this year? This year
no,
he did it.
No, I think
That team was struggling in like easy events last
I think
year.
Ningen's still trying and he hasn't done
He
it.
was not struggling in easy A's, bro. Calm down.
guys are cooking.
There was,
Watch the
anybody-
Matt Sneak and enter the
that
chat.
was, if it was anybody at
Yeah,
Trinity,
with nice thing, yeah.
Yeah, he's still trying and he hasn't done it yet. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine he's still trying. I use the team. It's bad. It's not a good team.
Raditz did beat Red Zone. I don't know why Chad is going off on that point. Raditz did beat Red Zones last year. I don't know what you guys are
He
talking
was
about.
fucking carried. He was carried by the team. Because he had
Yeah,
the-
he was
the-
carried
Doesn't
by
matter.
the Saiyan for us.
Doesn't matter. Still got the
He had
screenshot
his
though.
performance.
Still got the
Oh,
screenshot.
no, Oni, you know what you're doing? You're literally bringing up 2022.
I'm just making. Hey, listen, I'm just trying-
let me finish.
I'm making it up for content. I'm making it up for content.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
You're
Go ahead.
literally parroting 2022 Vector Raditz Cope arc talking points.
Yeah,
I'm having it. Let me, bro.
He's
Bro,
fine.
I'm just saying.
These are literally Vector Raditz Cope arc arguments.
I'm just saying I filled in like 5 minutes worth of content there. Okay, that's all. I'm hamming it up. All right.
Yeah, as much as I love Heroes, because Heroes is the only thing that remembers that Go Tanks exist. I had to stop trying to be.
Or
hey, hey,
I
hey,
feel that.
hey,
I
go
feel
Tanks
that.
and Piccolo. Go Tanks and Piccolo.
True.
Go Tanks and yeah, very, very great unit, outstanding. I mean, they
Yeah,
all changed.
Very good. They
They
stack,
do
I
all
think.
They have high chance to change. What is that?
I've got Goku.
The hero.
Go Tanks is literally going to easy A soon.
It sucks too because they have really good animations.
Who's gonna easy A soon, Alan?
In Go Tanks.
In Go Tanks.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they have to easy the SJ2 first. They have to do that first.
I think
The
they-
SJ2s are still not easy.
I
Do you think
they're
they have
gonna easy
to-
on celebration.
Yeah, like,
I mean, it could go off of whatever celebration, but I mean, so far they have not skipped around with Dual Dokkan Fest, to my knowledge. They usually easy them in order.
Yeah, they'll do Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta first.
I love this
Oh,
one. It was my
yeah.
favorite.
Probably going to have to.
All I'm gonna say is that the easy A's this year for Heroes are better than last year's. And they can compete in content nowadays. That's a W.
I do want to say
Like
the
one
new
of them?
version is coming out with the ETA like
This
support
Vegeta,
Vegeta
right?
partner.
Oh, this Vegeta. I don't like this Vegeta.
I love this Vegeta.
Whoa,
actually. I still love
whoa.
him.
This Vegeta's awesome.
Phoenix is war. That's very.
Mid
That's
characters.
Saiyan 2 Vegeta was literally like one of my favorite units of all time.
Who?
Oh, he was
Who?
absolutely up there for me. This Vegeta. Like,
No, it's
The Super
it's-
Saiyan
it's-
3.
But there's
it's-
one
it's-
from
it's
Rick.
kinda-
Yeah, that guy.
It's kind of funny because back then, this condition of one enemy, because Super Battle Road was like the hardest content, so this condition was actually
Yeah.
annoying, but it's perfect now.
Yeah.
I mean, was it above 80%? That can still be a little annoying. I hope they
Yeah,
like lower that a bit.
it can be very nice.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
Especially since like current content, you have like one chance
I think
to
we-
activate that.
They can change.
I think
it.
we put a lot of stock. We put a lot of stock into these transformation easy
Although,
A's. I think
here's
they're
the
mostly
thing.
mid.
I think they can change it to 50% HP. I can see it.
Yeah,
Listen,
50%.
here's the thing. The transformation getting changing would be great, but here's the thing that was great about these guys back in the day. Their bases were fucking broken too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
True. They used
Yes.
to 4 million, bro. I remember that being fucking insane back in the day.
Yeah.
I've actually
You would just
seen
like
that
put.
topic-
Oh wait,
I've seen that
wait,
topic
hold
a lot
on.
Twitter. People are starting to not like transformation units as much.
Which is
make
real
valid.
quick.
Though. It's so
Busted
valid.
like
It's actually
these guys
such a
were.
valid. It's
I'd
very
like to make
valid.
a point, though. I'd like to make a point. So these guys released in 2020, and we were talking about how shit the Heroes teams were, right? There were like 4 Heroes units that like bullied these guys in damage back then. And I know
Hey.
one that really came to mind was Super Saiyan 4 Broly. He broke the top 10 of like the
Hey.
hardest
Yeah, but
hitters
he
back then.
aged out by God Event like all the
But-
other heroes units.
So Oh, all of the that team specifically. 2020, I think, was probably the best Heroes was ever. Like, period. Just the team wise, because of how strong it was.
That's the grade 8 power one. That's the grade 8
Probably
power
true,
one.
yeah.
I remember Super Saiyan 4. I remember Super Saiyan 4 Broly doing okay. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I'm telling you right now, I promise you guys right now, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on Easy A is going to be mid. I'm telling you guys right now. I predict
one.
He
yeah, the Arnie.
That suck. Please don't.
Think so. They can actually change his transformation condition. Not that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but the
Boo won't be bad though.
I was talking about Tech
Boo
Super
won't be
Saiyan
bad.
3 Go Tanks.
Oh.
What about
Wait.
Tech SSG3 Gotenks?
Yeah, what
Wait,
are
what?
doing?
Like, I
We're
don't
not
think
talking about Tech Super Saiyan. He already easy A'd.
He was
Well,
he
yeah,
was
we
he
talked
was
about it.
okay. He wasn't like anything like crazy, but he was all right.
I like
The Heroes one?
I mean,
Fizz launch
Yeah,
was
the
better.
Heroes one.
Fizz launch
Easy
better.
one.
His launch better.
Oh, we talking about the teen Gotenks?
yes.
Don't know
Oh,
what
that guy. Oh,
Yeah.
that guy. Yeah,
I don't know
he
what
was
you were
really
talking
good.
about.
Steward.
He was
That was
cool.
the
Very
next
good
year.
Easy
He
A.
was
He was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He was like a top 3
Or no,
Easy
2 years
in general.
after or something like that.
Oh,
he
you're
was
so
super crazy easy.
fucking
He
funny.
was super good.
He was also 3Q's partner on God's team, which was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could still. Yeah, back then when the Red Zone came out, he was like one of the only Heroes units that was still
Mhm.
reliable, to be honest.
I'd say the only Heroes unit.
I think one of the SSJ3 fusions was like solid for type advantage stages because they got like 300k, I think.
These guys?
Eagle Trunks.
Yeah,
No,
those
no.
guys.
Go Honks.
The other Super Saiyan 3.
Go Honks.
Go Hanks.
Go Hanks.
Go Hanks.
Go Hanks.
No, it was that Trunks. That Trunks. The Eagle Trunks. That has like a high chance bar.
I think these guys are easy aim.
No,
I don't think so. Next year.
No.
It's next year.
Units that are supposed to be easy aim. I don't know.
There is 8 units. Yeah,
They're all in the 2020 batch.
It's a weekend with Trunks. They are seeing next year.
It's gonna be the 2020 batch, and then Demigra and Mira.
I just assumed because they did like come out on global in 2020. But
Yeah, because the first banner was not on global.
yeah.
That's why. Should we move to the questions, Enrique?
Yes, because we still got to get to that notepad of questions that the future left us.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Future.
We didn't argue
We love
stats
you.
versus experience. I'm disappointed in all of
No,
you.
what is the first
You fear me. That's okay.
You want to refresh the tab or?
Yeah.
We probably have a lot more,
Okay.
or maybe not.
It just 27 seems like a lot.
Sadness.
In order, who's the best unit in the game and why is it Bacterian?
I want a bacteria in the game. That's what I can
Funny,
say.
ha ha ha.
Unironically, I think we all pretty much agree it was orange. Orange is the best
Yeah,
one in
we
the game.
did. Yeah,
Yeah, orange. Orange.
Yeah, I like orange for a lot better.
Inference. The reason why you like Bacterian so fucking much is because you smell just like him, bro. But it's orange. Yeah, it is.
Got him. Owned.
I can smell you through the fucking screen, bro. I can smell you everything.
Next
that comes in the screen.
question. What do you think of the band? I'm not gonna try to pronounce it.
I have no idea what that is.
Why?
You know, I
You know
do.
the song Virtual Insanity? That was that guy.
I've seen him live.
Oh, nice. How is he?
Well, thoughts?
Yeah, he's old and fat now, but he's pretty good.
Wow.
Awesome.
The little have policeman them. It's fine. I like them.
That means he won. He beat life, bro. Old and fat. That's the way you want to be.
Are we
he's
all
a
answering
massive
this?
in real life. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
doesn't have to
But
work.
Yeah, I'll answer this question.
Yeah.
he is
Bro
known
set.
for being a prick.
He's good.
But the band
Oh,
is good.
okay. That changes things.
Okay, who's your favorite Dokkan Twitter account?
Yeah. Myself,
Uh,
obviously. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, me.
We'll try to say someone that's not in this call. We'll say.
Yosh.
Let's go in order.
Trevor.
Fuck you, Alan. Fuck you, Alan.
Trevor.
Fuck you, Alan.
Trevor.
3 months of 3 months of fucking riding your dick, bro. No homo.
Bro, Yosh
All right?
is my favorite. I'm sorry. He's so
That's
good.
fucked, bro. You're fucked, man. Fuck you.
There's so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
on the podium, but Yosh is just
Fuck you, bro. I defended your ass today, heavy, bro.
Honestly,
I defended your ass heavy.
it's gonna be a really controversial one. My favorite Dokkan Twitter account is Sinful because every time he says something, it's like really funny.
I'm not gonna lie, Simple pisses me off so much.
Okay.
Simple says some real stupid shit.
I'm gonna say this about Sinful. Me and them have definitely had a rocky relationship. I don't really like them. I don't think they really like me. we disagree on pretty much everything. They did say one thing, like in one of my replies once, that I thought was like pretty like wise. They were like, at this point, if I like can't see myself ever agreeing with what the person's saying, is I just don't interact because they're just having two different conversations. That was something like that's pretty cool.
Pussy shit.
That's just calling the sky blue. Like,
Well,
When it comes to Twitter users, I don't know, man.
I tried.
I like. I've liked
But
everyone
yeah,
I've run
E
into.
for effort.
I don't really like them that much either. But
I'm gonna give it to Future. Future's the GOAT.
Oh, true.
Future is the GOAT.
The Hall is also
Future,
really
yeah.
Great.
Future's got my vote. Future's got my vote.
Just my vote for Future as well.
Future's up there for me. Gino is also up there. The challenge runs that dude does are insane, and I love it. And he's also a Super Trunks advocate like myself.
All right, next one. Next question.
Little Minato Jr. Zid is probably my least favorite. I'm just kidding.
Do you want to get
Tien.
20-second no contest again.
Tien,
Okay,
let's go.
this is gonna have to be one that everyone answers because we're all gonna have different answers.
I wanted Pilaf Dokkan Fest, but he got an LR.
One day.
Honestly, all of the characters
One day.
I really like.
I feel like-
they already have a Dokkan Fest, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately.
I feel like to make this
Final form Frieza would be mine.
Oh,
to make this a little bit more organized, I feel like we
He
should.
doesn't have a Dokkan. You're actually right.
We should
Yes,
speak.
Final Form Frieza
There
would
is-
also
The
be-
Angel one does, but not the one from Namek. I want him whenever he pops up and just murders Dende, just like kills him instantly, and he's just standing there. That I want that. I need that. What does Linda Young say in the dub? What does she say? Bang? I think she says
Yeah.
bang, and then she just kills him. It's awesome. I need that as an intro. That'd be awesome.
As a villains fans myself, a character that we really need as a Dokkan Fest that I've been saying for years is Lord Slug, because he has a really great link.
Bro.
True.
I think
Yeah,
that-
I mean, just for Junior.
He also has
I mean, I'm still under the
be in a really good spot right
Slug
now because
before
of
DK.
Junior.
It's only because of Junior. I couldn't care less.
You know,
To make-
you know something funny that I want for Dokkan Fest? I want Dokkan Fest Purana Baba. Like the whole fighters of that tournament.
That
So
would be
we-
Tell her Bob.
Kind of like a Path to Power Kid Goku.
I'm not joking. I want that. I want to.
Does it work like the transforming units? Just every turn a new one comes in, or
Are you trying to reach the Bobless fighters? It's gonna be a little bit hard.
All right, mine.
I was gonna say another pick that I wanted because this guy is.
You're not going to find it because they are not on every fighters.
To make this a bit more organized,
Somebody else.
I feel like we should go in order. When we get questions like this, we should go in order of like the top of the Discord call to the bottom.
Yeah.
That
Just make it a
Yeah.
bit more organized.
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
Well, who's all said something so far?
Well, hold on. Jack wants to point out somebody in particular.
This guy, not Mr. Boo in particular, but Fat Boo doesn't have a Dokkan Fest.
Oh yeah, he needs one.
Yeah,
Well,
I can see
actually,
that.
That exchange.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I would love a Fatu.
Holden said his. Vector hasn't said his. Oh wait. King Crazer, go ahead and say it.
King Crazer.
King
King
Crazer.
Razor.
What me, bro? I didn't say
Kaiser.
It's crazy.
King Crazer, go ahead, bro. I don't know why.
Kaiser.
Listen. I just briefly glanced at your name and I saw an R. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Kaiser.
Oh, no, Purina.
DK and Kid Goku.
Base is fuck.
Yoki, yeah, I can see it.
Don't worry, Kaiser. That's gonna be New Year's.
All right,
It's
next
New Year's.
question.
Yeah.
We
Feels in my bones.
I'm gonna be real future because you're probably watching. We're gonna say that one for last.
We got Trevor.
I will say for me, I'm biased. I want Khalifa, please. Next Dokkan.
For
Okay,
me, oh, go ahead, Vector. You first. I'll go next after you.
More than anything else, I just want 22nd Dokkan Fest TN.
Same.
World
I
Tournament.
was gonna say.
Please.
I was actually gonna say I wanna sell Saga Tien. I want the one where he's doing the tri-beam. I want that one.
I want 22nd.
We have like-
he's
we have
more-
like
he's more, he's more raw. He's more raw.
He just does.
Give him a key blast counter. He's got so many fucking moves. He's the goat.
He has
He's
the
the goat.
Kamehameha. dude.
Insane in
He
that
has the
arc.
Kamehameha. That's so fucking raw.
All right. Next question will be which unit is very underrated in the Dokkan community? I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna instantly say Kale.
Fuck.
I mean, yeah, like it's.
But I've been I don't even like. Personally, I hate Kill. Like as a character, I hate her so much.
Wow.
Right?
Ooh.
A lot. I'm more of a Khalifa and Kefla fan. I don't like Kill at all. But when she came out, I've always thought Kill was like very good. She was always
How
very
is she
good.
underrated currently though? 'Cause
We got Elder and Khalifa, who a lot of people I don't think that they lived up to the standards that people thought they were going to live up to, but they're still good. Well, were good for their time.
They were for Omega. Dismal Future.
Yeah,
like,
they were
aged them out
They
pretty
struggle.
quickly.
They struggle with Mega. To be fair, they're not like flawless. They have problems, but they're not.
Flawless.
They work.
Yeah, like you can.
I think most people understand that if we get a top 3 TUR Khalifa tomorrow, Kale jumps up to like top 5.
Oh yeah.
Most people understand that. So I don't know if she's. I don't know if she's
I don't know
underrated.
about top 5, like in the. Are you talking about TURs or like in
Yeah,
the game?
TURs, not in the game.
TURs.
Not-
Okay,
not in the
yeah,
game.
TURs.
TURs,
Sure,
yeah.
yeah, sure, yeah. That's perfect.
I'm not saying top 5 in the game. No.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Kill's pretty good, but I don't think she's
Just
underrated.
making sure. Just making sure.
She's pretty properly rated for how it is.
I think another one is
Goku.
another one
Boo
is
Duo.
MVP 17 and yeah, Boo Duo. Oh my god, they've been underrated since.
Oh,
No.
MVP 17 is
Absolutely.
actually such a good pick because him on the Power Androids team actually is probably one of the craziest units I've seen all year. Just saying.
He allows the TOP androids to semi-function. It's quite the feat.
Yeah.
I think one that's not it's not as underrated anymore. Thankfully, I think people are starting to like kind of be a little bit more playful with the unit. But I believe in Yamcha was always just kind of underrated for a long time. Because the Gamma's overshining him during his reign last year. The Gamma's kind of overshined him, and Path to Power Kid Goku did. But now that the defense is starting to age on some of those guys, the dodge is really shining through.
Yeah.
So
that
would be my.
Something like it was like
He's
massive.
been on like 2 banners back to back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So a lot of people have him with dupes now.
My Yamcha is rainbowed now because I just rainbowed him with coins on Turles' banner, and yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Do I say him?
You want to flex your Rolex while you're at it, or
Go on.
I can flex my rainbow LR Bulma.
Go on, say him.
I have
Yes.
2.
Okay, listen, I know he has issues, but we are not going to act like Super Trunks is not like
Yeah, he's probably the most
outperforming
underrated unit
units
in the game. Easily.
like the androids who have no answer to anything ever. He at least has a 50% chance to have an answer. See people with the droids above Super Trunks, and I just don't get it.
My only issue with Super,
I don't get
my only
droids
issue with
at all.
Super Trunks is not really an issue with him. It's more to show he got a lot of help, right, with the feature celebration. But because of that help, usually the events end on like he only get like 1 turn of him actually transforming.
I think that's more of an issue with the events being so short.
Yeah, it's
not-
interesting.
not
You get a
the
long
user.
event unit and a short event meta.
We
It's
get like
rough.
a little bit of, we get a little bit of a longer event. I think people actually like understand that Super Trunks he can be pretty good.
Like Omega,
Omega.
I think at this point, Omega with the team setup he has now, he's like borderline a top 10 unit for the event. He just
He's
is able to. He is able to control that event so much once you transform it. It's so easy.
Insanely consistent.
I need to address chat. Empress, go scratch your ass and kick rocks, bro. I'm not apologizing for anything.
Oni's been beefing with the chat all night.
Okay, can I say my unit? Can I say my unit?
But yeah,
Hello, future Dokkan.
like if you guys aren't gonna put him very high, like top 5, like I do, that's fine. But like just acknowledge that he is able to do things. He's not below the androids. Come on now.
Yeah, people think he's like people think he's just like unrunnable.
I wonder why. I mean, the community has a really big problem of
The
like
Truth
analyzing-
DT and Minatoes_Flash.
Guys, they're awful. Little Truth Junior, yeah, man. We have to have a turn talking to that guy.
Let's
Listen,
not make parts of this podcast just hating on the big YouTubers. Let's not do that.
I love Truth.
Well, I mean, haven't we hated on?
I
him?
will definitely do that.
Truth is the reason why I wanted to do content.
Sure, same for me. Okay, Alpal Dokkan.
I didn't say my unit.
No, skip this question, bro.
Let Coma say their unit. Let Coma say their unit. Let Coma say their unit.
Oh, Coma had a unit? Sure, Coma, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a unit. STR Yamcha, the free-to-play one. He's insane. He's better than
He is insane.
a lot of them from this
Yeah.
Although people have never underrated him, though, I don't think, right?
2023 TFE.
I feel like more people have overrated him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think people
have
overrated him.
him.
I think people
I would say the underrated one is Jackie Chun. I would say it's Jackie Chun because he doesn't die to the AoEs. Because you can only really run Yamcha on the Bulma team or the Kid team. That's it.
I remember not being impressed by Jackie's like
but
AoEs and Sin.
Well, no, but he lives. It's just meant to be a floater on the 23rd team because he supports both Goku and Junior.
Yamcha takes 80k from the AoEs of Zamasu. He's insane.
I'm trying to beat Murashamashu with an Earth Leech. And he is not the reason I died. It's usually the other Yamcha because he doesn't dodge.
Yeah, but that's dodge.
There was a time when I wanted to say that SR Yamcha was better than in Yamcha. Just because SR Yamcha was very consistent.
That is nuts.
I know, I wanted, but I don't agree.
That's supreme dedication.
I respect it, but I just don't agree.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm not saying that I agree. I'm saying that
okay.
I thought about it. I thought, but that's all I want to say. SR Yamcha the GOAT.
Anybody else have any units they want to talk about before we move on?
We didn't really say anything about Bujo, but if anyone has anything to say about them, I'm down.
King Kaiser want to say one.
They're just underrated. A lot of people just don't know how they work.
Yeah, it's just like turn one they can get fucked up, sure, but like if you get them on any other turn, they just tank everything and then blow up the fucking last phase.
Not true.
Cool.
Anyway, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up, Oni. I'll fucking.
I agree with you. I'm sorry.
Kaiser, you said you had a unit or no?
If I had to pick a unit that's kind of underrated right now, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people talk about STR Krillin besides memes, but he's like crack.
I think he's my favorite banner unit, like by far.
He's not.
I'm guilty of underrating him because when I was my Earthling,
he's really fucking good.
I didn't.
STR Krillin's really good.
I actually have a unit. I just thought about it. I have a second unit.
What?
Intercule.
I mean, it's pretty good for a whole.
Maybe like if you set it like in tech cell max states.
Yeah, he was
no, dude. No. I had him take double digits from a Zamasu super. I'm not kidding. He's so good.
Were you like a second from death? Yeah.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't even. I wasn't even
on life support.
I will say, Hercule did have a funny moment where he was on the World Tournament no item run for Sin, like the full World Tournament team. So that was cool.
Yep. He's goated. I'm not kidding. He's actually so underrated.
It's funny to say that
he's runnable.
Not to mention he has 70% chance to dodge. Not to mention 70% chance to dodge. I'm just saying.
I thought it was 50.
He's definitely got a 50%.
65.
Yeah, it's 50. It's 50. Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's 3 times you messed up the dodge chance. Jeez.
That's not it. What do you mean? Not at all. Godku,
you did. Yeah, you did. You said he got a high chance.
I said
he's got a high chance.
All right. Goku has 60% chance to dodge. I do that.
I actually have a
not these.
I hope this is the physical.
Womp.
Right?
Yeah, that is physical future Gohan. Yep.
Yeah.
Womp.
Anyway.
Yo, should we go up into a million? Go up into a million pieces.
Wait, I want to say something.
Gamma 1, bro. Gamma 1's underrated. Can we talk about that real quick?
Gamma 1?
I disagree. I disagree, actually.
Yeah.
I disagree as well.
We mentioned Sinful earlier. She's a reason that they're a reason Gamma 1 is overrated.
Yeah, personally, I think Gamma 1's more overrated than underrated.
I think Gamma 1's very good for Master Red right now.
No, I agree.
Yeah, he's good.
I don't think he's as good in all the other fights, but he's really good in that one.
Yeah, yeah. He's kind of shit in the other ones, I'll agree with that.
Right.
Let's finally move on to this question.
We all know
I don't know what
this
to
is
say.
cap, right?
Yeah, no.
I've seen this guy glaze this unit a bit on the timeline. I don't really get it.
Yo,
his damage reduction's too low, his defense too low. He doesn't tank normals like he thinks. No.
I think they just like future Gohan.
Yeah, probably.
Well, they have a lot of good future Gohans right now. Go look the good ones.
Physical future Gohan fucking sucks, and he was the most overrated EZATUR for months and months and months.
If you
No,
like
that's
Why are
crap.
we talking about the big one? Go use
That's
the
a bad
one.
take.
future Gohans who are
That's
top of their
a
class. I don't know why he didn't say
horrendous
one of
take,
those.
Rick. I'm not gonna lie.
But
Very bad take,
very,
Hector.
very easy question. Sorry, who got the idea of the podcast? Who decided who was going to be on it? When are you guys going to invite Truth? I got the idea.
Get
because
Truth in here.
I woke up one day and just said I wanted to make a podcast. That is literally it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Story checks out.
Based.
All of it's at Energetic.
All right.
And
Yeah.
And the creation stuff is
that was me because I
Pretty.
kind of wanted a podcast with like a lot of the. I know like a lot of it, some people in here don't actually create content, but you know it's just nice to have a podcast with the smaller Twitter accounts because we're a lot closer to the community than a lot of the bigger ones. So I just thought it would be something that's nice.
Sorry, Little
For
Shoot
sure, for
Junior.
sure.
Sorry about that, man.
Yes, this is fun. It's very fun. I love to have my friends
And
here.
when are you guys going to invite Truth? That would be like a very special episode. We'll get him in here eventually. Though. Don't worry.
I'm sure you do too.
yeah, episode 50. We'll get Truth.
Episode 50.
Episode 2, you guys are gonna come in and hear the all right. His iconic all right. He's gonna hop in. Episode 2, guys.
Always
What are your
screaming.
opinions on items when talking about units? Like I saw a lot of arguments, to say in a nice way, about full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku being fine and aging because you can simply use a Whis and be fine for the rest of the fight. Okay, so my opinions on items are this, right? I think if you're evaluating a unit on how good they are, yes, you should evaluate them without items. But in the same vein, you cannot ignore that items are in the game. Like a lot of people tend to like just forget that items are in a game. Like I don't know. Somebody could be talking about full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? And they want to take him into an event, and
Right.
they take him into the event. They pop a Whis or whatever, right? They do the event, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah, I did this event with full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku." Then you have like 50 people in the comments telling you, "Oh, you use items, he sucked."
It's even like challenge rooms. Like
acts.
people bring like 3 Cybermen and people get up them because it's like they used ushers to carry the 3 Cybermen through an event. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
What did you want him to do?
They're pretty good. Those type of runs are cool. They're challenge runs.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah, they're
spicy.
challenges.
Very different.
So
I think items should not be used to rate units. That's my take on that.
yeah,
I agree.
No surprises there for now.
I literally don't have a problem with anybody who uses items if they're playing the game to beat events, right? My problem lies when we're rating units, where we're like putting units in the top 10 because Super Saiyan 4 Goku with 2 Whis active is damn good. I don't
yeah,
want that.
this whole
It creates a slippery
I
slope.
don't know about him aging fine because you can use a Whis. Like, does that just make good and Frieza the best unit in the game?
No.
Oh, but we could mention Tech Boo with those items, to be fair. You know, considering the fact that he has 40% DR.
I get it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to shy away from rating units with items. I am trying to like broaden my horizons a bit on that because like I mean, pretty much every run I do, I upload no items. But I will say, when you factor in items into the mix, a lot of the units that people do like think have aged out can do very well. And I think especially some of the recent Dokkan Fest as well, like they work very well with items, like Turles with his damage reduction that he has, the androids with their damage reduction. You're gonna get Super Trunks through the first 2 turns of his base, and he's gonna be able to carry the rest of the fight. So, like, it's definitely true that when you factor in items, like some of the units that people don't really like this year can actually work very well. So, I don't know. You can't really rate units with items because it just changes too much. You're putting in too much outside force into the judgment. But
I will say, I think the only time that I like, well, actually, no, I can't even say the only time, but this is the unit that actually made me change my perspective on items was when Super Vegito was running the game. Because that actually did.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Team plus waste just cleared the game, yeah. Well, like SSBKK, like bomb strats for SVR. Like,
That's an easy yeah I'm super excited for, by the way, that Super
should be
Vegito
so.
EVA.
Like,
That item argument to Super Trunks. Like if you use those structures, you're basically guaranteed to get Super Trunks and destroy everything. So yeah, with Super Trunks I like that. Like with items he becomes insane. Mhm.
All right, next question will be thoughts on Like a Dragon, the Yakuza series. Me personally, I love Sega IPs, but I also only like 2 Sega IPs, and that would be Sonic and Persona, or SMT in general, actually.
Seems cool. I haven't really played it myself,
I've never
but
played
I've
it
seen it from
either.
outside perspective.
It seems cool. I haven't played it either.
Very, very immersive and kind of a blast. Just any of the Yakuza games have been like that from the ones I've played and dabbled in. I haven't beaten any of them because I don't have the time, but yeah, they're fun. That's what I would say.
All very long games, all very fun experiences. Like it's never. I mean, it's almost never boring, really. So, and I haven't played that one yet, though. So I can't really give my review on it.
So next question.
Anybody else have any other thoughts?
Nope.
Nope.
What is the most hype release that you didn't really care for?
Okay.
Oh.
In order.
In order.
I want to start.
My hype release that I didn't really care for, honestly, is probably the Gohan and Piccolo, and it's only because I cannot stand.
Sad.
That's all.
Sad.
Okay.
Here.
I want to say my least high probably is Vegeta, the new Vegeta Blue. He has to be, because I don't care. Because I don't care about the Defeater Saga arc in general. Like I care for super little things, and the fact that he also got like bad animations and stuff, it killed the release for me. I don't even summon his banner. That's what
I skipped Worldwide completely this year, so that's absolutely my answer. Like
Alan
Yeah.
next. Wait, what did you say?
The in Super Androids from the top. I was really looking forward to them, and they fucked them. I don't know.
yeah, I
Those were hype.
I think we're talking about like major celebrations.
Conventionally hype.
I was
Conventionally
more hyped for them than I was for Ella Vegeta Blue. I'll tell you that.
I think Go on a Piccolo is a fine answer for Jack because that's a pretty popular.
I read the question.
But-
It's like a popular character.
But like we should mostly be sticking to the major celebration characters in this question.
I was more hyped for them than I was for Ella Vegeta Blue, though. I think they had the potential to be such a huge buff to superheroes, and they fucked them. They made it so you had to run a Goku. And
I love Goku restrictions.
Insane.
It's just dumb. I don't know why they did that.
Be
They're
so
the worst
bored with
thing
that,
they make.
like running Goku, because like I'm the SSBKK buff. I'm here for it. It's like my favorite unit of all time. But
Yeah.
their team does not have a competent slot. You have to throw SSBKK in slot 1, pretty much on that team most of the time. And he doesn't he doesn't fit that team anymore.
He doesn't want to be a slot 1 unit. Yeah.
I was on a huge cope for that. I was on a huge cope for that unit, but like UI Goku made me absolutely hate them. I couldn't do it with UI Goku anymore. There was like a whole week where I would run into the cell stage and UI Goku would just not dodge anything at all. So I was like,
he does that.
Yeah.
So mine would probably be 6th anniversary.
That's also up there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
so
anniversary.
I would agree with Vector. That's my worst.
That's mine.
I don't care at all.
I hate the Tournament of Power. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not a big top fan, so I don't care.
It's
yeah,
damn boring.
the same arguments apply to me to the Future Saga.
The celebration was fucking cool. I will say that, but like MUI and SSD, I just did not give a shit.
Like my favorite unit of that celebration was Roshi.
Yeah, easily. And then after them, Tien and Roshi.
I'm actually looking forward. I'm actually looking more
and then
forward
Goku and
to.
Frieza.
Yeah,
I'm looking more forward to.
Usable. You can use Roshi if you want.
I'm looking more forward to that Vegeta's EZA than I am UI Goku's, frankly.
I'm not looking
Yeah,
forward
because
to either
UI
of
Goku will be fine. We'll be runnable, anyways. On the EZA.
Okay,
Vegeta's EZA is gonna suck ass. Watch.
I got a spicy one.
And I'm gonna laugh.
I want to bring up.
Go on. I like spice.
So obviously, there's some obvious choices like Vegeta and Trunks or something like that, but I'm gonna say something. One of the more beloved units. I did not really care for STR Super Vegeta on his release.
Whoa!
And I was definitely in the camp of it should have been Goku and Kid Buu for that worldwide.
I was
And
in that camp too. I was in that camp.
and I know some people said posts like people were complaining about Vegito until they saw the animations. The animations did not change anything for me. I did not care about Vegito. I didn't summon for Vegito.
I'm kind of like you. I wanted like the Kid Buu fight too, but the animations did change things for me. I'm sorry.
It wasn't the animations. I just loved
I get it. I can get it.
Like, it was the counter animation that shit blew my goddamn mind.
His
his kit was like the best designed kit of his time. I think. Like that's what I fell in love with. Not like Vegito himself.
Yeah, I think I preferred their base over Vegito most of the time, but like
unfortunately, for me,
I did not.
You shouldn't do that.
Unfortunately for me, I see Vegito and I start opening the wallet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like Vegito and Gogeta, they don't really move me that much. The one version of them that I actually like really would probably go hype for all the times is like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but that's basically it. Like I don't really.
The one version is Super Vegito, so which is why I guess another reason I did. Yeah, like I
get
would
it.
prefer.
For me, it's G4 and Super Vegeta.
And I definitely think like Vegito should get Busaka Vegito should get a new unit like probably around now, but. Back then, like we had just gone off the 5th anniversary, especially on global. Like we had just got done summoning for Vegito and Gogeta, so the fact that they just
Vegito was like 2 months later.
So the fact that we're getting another Vegito was a little annoying
I
to
feel
me at the time.
that pissed me off too. I really wanted the Kid Buu Super Saiyan 3 fight, but like once I saw the counter though, I was like, all right, I'm sorry, my boner is too strong.
Right, and we eventually got the units anyway.
Hey, did everybody go? I walked away for a second.
No, we're fine. Yeah, we're still talking.
No, I'm talking about the question.
Yeah, we got everything. I think.
I will say we probably won't be able to get to everybody's questions that you guys commented on this Twitter post. I just
save some for the post though, dude.
Yeah, we've been here for 2 hours.
How much more time do we go?
Well, but yeah, at least got to do futures.
Yeah, we're definitely doing.
Yeah.
I was gonna do his because he was so nice enough to give us that.
Yeah, Tech Goku. What are your guys' thoughts on him? He's top 2 TUR. There you go.
I love that guy. That guy's awesome.
Either number 2 or number 1 TUR.
Unfortunately, bro, you'll never be my junior for me. I'm sorry.
Based.
I'm kind of seeing what will make Goku better than my junior sometimes.
Okay, so we've done that. We spent the entire first 30 minutes on that. So
we spent an hour in
all I'll say is his fan.
We'll get to a futures question.
His fans are lame.
You get to design a worldwide download celebration or any unit, but you're not allowed to use Fusions, Goku, or Vegeta. What 4 units are you headlining?
Oh, this is easy. I got this.
In order.
Part 1. Cell Max and Beast Gohan. Part 2. Orange Piccolo and Gammas.
Alright, my turn. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan vs Cell. Part 2. LR Carnival Bojack versus Transforming Super Saiyan Gohan. Revival.
Me next. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's nice.
No. It has to be Transforming Super Saiyan Gohan.
Me next. All right. So for anniversary, 9th anniversary. All right. Goku's evolution. We got Kid Goku versus Demon King Piccolo, and then
no Goku or Vegeta is what I said.
Oh really? Okay. Not even Kid Goku. Not even Kid Goku. And oh come on.
Exchange TN. Just do exchange TN. Exchange TN.
Fine. How about this?
Wouldn't that be a Goku?
True.
No. Exchange TN.
Tien? All right.
Hold up, just standalone Tien. Why not?
No one considers Kid Goku hype in this. And we have too many super kids in here. Like nobody considers Kid Goku hype really. Fine. All right. Here it is. This is Golden Week. All right. Part 1 is Demon King Piccolo and Sand Saga and Sand Saga. No, and Sand Saga. All right, Piccolo. All right. Then part 2 is going to be No. Demon King Piccolo and then Android Saga Piccolo. Okay, fighting Android 17, and then part 2. Yeah. Part 2 would be. Part 2 would be LR. No. Part 2 would be the mind controlled Piccolo. Okay, and then.
Is it going to be 2 LRs in a Golden Week?
I'd say Orange Piccolo.
No.
Orange Piccolo Part 2.
Sure, yeah, just Orange Piccolo Part 2. How about that?
So fire, dude. That's the reason it's fire, actually.
Honestly,
I would love it.
Honestly, since you said no Goku and Vegeta, it'd be really hard to actually make like my
Yeah,
ideal
it's
worldwide
super
because
hard.
I only want Go Tanks for worldwide, but we're not getting a Go Tanks without Goku or Vegeta somehow.
Yeah, this is a weird. This is a weird question because I feel like all the easy answers to this question. All the easy answers to this question just goes back to superheroes because that's the only thing that's without Goku and Vegeta.
Like superheroes or like Soul Saga are like the easy ones.
This is a very good.
I like the Gohan
That was
option.
probably Future's intention. The
I would like a worldwide
conniving
Down celebration.
bastard.
Yeah, I would like a worldwide Down celebration where it's just all villains, but that's pipe dream. It's not gonna happen.
I would like to go to Dragon Ball Saga, but
Frieza.
the game doesn't seem to like to do. I mean, it's doing it more lately.
Like Final Form Frieza and Broly as like the headlining units, and then the other two could be like.
Oh, that'd be great.
Dude, please.
I guess it'd be like with Janemba and like Goku Black or something.
Do some Dokkan originals. Give me a fucking LR Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan already.
That's not a Dokkan original, isn't it? Wouldn't that be a?
That'd
be Heroes, yeah.
Dokkan original, I would like Beast Gohan standing next to Tien, bro.
Oh, why?
Yeah, no, I agree.
He might
Let's do that.
Anybody else have anything to add on this question, or what's up?
I don't know what to do that isn't Goku's, that isn't just Piccolo's. If I had to do just Piccolo's, I would do like Orange versus Cell Max, and then you could do like Cell Saga Piccolo versus like First Form Cell or 17.
Or 17 and oh, that would be. Oh, dude, that would be. I
really a dual Dokkan Fest Piccolo and 17 would be so crazy for me. I would summon so hard on that.
Do that.
I was looking in an LR Piccolo. We don't have an LR Piccolo. Like we have the free to one, but we need an LR Piccolo right away.
You do have an LR Piccolo.
Yeah, he's like the best in the game.
Yeah, he's like literally number one.
He's not named Piccolo. He's like Piccolo, like powered away.
I know what you mean, Joe. Yeah. I'm
like eventually we have to get like one LR
Piccolo
every fighter.
True. Dokkan Fest exclusive Piccolo, Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. Sure.
No. That's never happening.
Jesus Christ, no.
All right.
Next question last question before we go on the Futures notepad.
Ooh.
What is a way to make bosses harder that isn't just what we've gotten used to? AoEs, etc.
I have an idea. Can I go?
I have an idea too.
Okay, so.
Someone's idea is that.
Sorry, it doesn't seem like we're going in order at all lately. But what I would say is one thing that I really wish Dokkan would do more often is adding more and it's not an RPG, but adding more like RPG elements. So, for example, enemies that have like new debuffs, let's say I don't know, whenever Frieza shot Piccolo with like the crazy finger beam. Let's have a boss like that, and he inflicts like a bleed debuff on your character, or stuff like that. Like just have bosses have more abstract abilities that will make you strategize around the fight in different ways, rather than just I got to worry about this big number. At the end of the day, it's all going to be numbers, but debuffs can be a more separate way of having you plan around your team building, and I think that's what's missing from Dokkan.
Yeah, as long as it's not like unit slot binding, as long as it's not that, like everything else, I'm okay with. Like slot binding will work.
I don't like these.
I really like the Vegeta, the Mortal Will Vegeta event. I really like that one because it was hard, but it was different.
Yeah.
You had to.
That's my favorite part from the celebration. Like easily.
Like a lot of people are just claiming like it's easy because you can debuff it, but like some units that you take in Zamashi can't go into that event; they just die.
Even with debuffs, that event is hard.
I'm taking like AGO Turlish over some of the top like 10 TORs in there.
Gets to be good.
Yeah,
that was a good idea, Holden. The bleed. Yeah, I like that.
That was one of my favorite events because GT bosses became relevant for like a day.
And a day, like Omega was the best.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, fuck AOEs.
Bro.
No, fuck turn limits. I don't give a shit about the AoEs. Fuck the time. Fuck the limits. That's it.
The temp limits, I think, that's what's already
good. Fuck the temp limits. Holy fuck.
I have a,
Let me play more game. Like,
And then,
I have an idea for to make
another
the
question, but
bosses
go ahead,
harder at the start. Okay, I had an idea like multiple turn stuns at the start, like 3 turn stun to a unit.
I would hate
That's
that
an
so
idea
much.
to make it harder.
No, Coma. No.
I don't like
no.
the boss
Sounds
mechanics
like
that
a
stop
very
you
many
from playing the game. Like, shit, like locking. I don't like it. Stops you from playing the game.
No
That's not
locking.
fun. Like,
I mean, we have that
Sealing and
already. Like,
stunning,
see,
sure,
multiple
it's
turn
less
seals. We have
annoying.
And
already.
it sucks.
That's not annoying. I'm more annoying by the AoEs because
I think if
basically makes even.
oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, sorry about that. I was gonna say, like, depending on like the people you're fighting, I feel like a lot of bosses could just have more mechanics. Like, imagine if we had like a Deborah boss or something like that, and like every 3 turns he would spit, and the spit would like freaking know, like do something cool to do. Like, I don't know. I feel like we could just have more mechanics in the game that make bosses feel way different from each other, like how Dokkan used to be.
I have another thing to say. I want more bosses like old school SBR where all of your fucking characters' powers matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
like, even if you have to do like the third like USBR.
I want
like,
Super Battle to
Super
become
Battle Road,
relevant again. That's what.
Yeah, make it relevant again, please.
The
Ultra extreme Super Battle Road.
Dokkan overrates villain units' abilities to debuff a lot of the time, and that's why I feel like, even though they literally just can in most of these events,
You know,
right?
we're making sure on Harvey's kid is debuff, and it works against
I know.
like one relevant event.
Yeah,
It's super easy.
it's so ridiculous.
This problem is super easy to fix. Just limit items in Super Battle Road to 2 items, so people start to care about the ability of your units and how to play
That's the
around
thing,
it.
yeah, we are way beyond like 8 items. You can't make anything hard with 8 items.
Items it's just too easy. It's just too easy with 8 items.
Yeah.
So it's just easy. Limit it to 2 items, and we might be into a very cool and fun content because it used to be very fun. Super Battle Road.
Make everyone do no items.
Yeah, just have an event where you can't literally use any items at all, and then like make it to where it's like it's challenging as hell, but it's fun challenging. It's not unfair challenging. Like
I've seen people say like SBR is easy. I can use 8 items, and I was like, okay, just don't use items. Well, I want to use items. And I was like, well, what the fuck?
It's not easy then.
Yeah, I've been trying to no item special pose USBR, and it's not as easy as you think.
And there are a few. I feel like most stages, you know, it's not that hard. There's a few like I know saviors. Like I don't think
Every once in a while, though, a pretty hard one will pop up.
Categories.
Yeah,
that's the fun thing of Super Battle Road. You can use different categories of the game and build teams around it.
When's the last time we had like a hard regular Super Battle Road? Like
the last one was a Universal Super Saga. That was the last hard one.
Like of the original ones, like yeah, that's.
Oh, the original one, like the Extreme Tech, was super hard. Super Saiyan 3 was super hard. Super Yell, I think, was hard.
Actually, Super Saiyan 3 was.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 3's was like hero units or die.
Yeah,
make a boss.
I don't remember having this struggle. Everyone else did. Like I got SS3 done pretty painlessly.
Make a boss that
for the no item.
I don't remember. Maybe probably not. Actually,
no item was like more a hero focus.
I mean,
yeah. Okay.
We want to move on to the other part of this question.
Can I give one quick little hot take on this? Can I give one quick little hot take on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
SBR in the SBR meta was so much fucking harder than Red Zone ever was.
No, Red Zone has
no items in Super Battle was fun.
No, he's spitting actually.
Spitting,
spitting because I agree, but I also don't agree. It was only harder because you had to bring certain units in there. It wasn't harder because the events were hard. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Specific
Like,
team building.
Having to bring specific teams made it more fun. It made it more varied. You had to do weird shit. That was cool.
Yeah, like Tech Jack or not.
That was
Tech
also a time where
Jack.
Easy A's were probably like one of the more challenging events in the game. So.
I mean, Easy A can always be challenging. Just go past 300.
Well, the fact you don't want to sit there.
I mean, like that original. that OG Super Saiyan 3 EZA
That's
was
auto
like,
pass, you'll be
I
fine.
remember it being so difficult without like, it was like mega difficult, even with the
First came
characters
out.
that boosted it.
Because I didn't have
The
Frieza,
last
so I
year,
couldn't get it when it first came out.
I remember the last ECA that was like insanely hard was the Super Saiyan 4's TOR's ECA. That was super hard because you need to use artificial life form. And there was
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
I
is a
do-
great
I do
team.
remember
It's a
those
great
ones.
that was a great team. It had Tech Boo. What are you talking about? What was hard
Sure.
about it?
yeah, Exchange Super Blue.
It's just why it was
Yeah,
not a problem
exactly.
at all. You just brought take.
Yeah, it was child's play, secondhand
It was
nature, like the
kinda
back
hard
of your
in
hand.
ECA.
I beat it on auto mode. Just take boo.
It
Just
took
run
me a
Tech
lot
Boo.
of time
Wasn't-
to get that ECA.
Well, hey, he's slow. He's slow. That doesn't mean he's not going to get it done. Hey, remember the tortoise and the hare. Okay, Tech Boo is the tortoise.
I guess so.
Tech Blue, I love Tech Blue. We go to the future.
His next question was unit predictions for the
Okay.
9th anniversary.
Oh, okay, the first person.
Vegeta,
I would-
Gogeta.
I'm gonna say that easy. Like,
Yeah, probably.
there's a actually,
Yeah.
what did they do last year? They did Goku and Vegeta, right? So this year's season's again.
Yeah, it's Vegito and Gogeta probably. It's gonna be
That
fusion.
was
I
my
like
guess.
Gogeta.
Vegeta and Gogeta.
I think this year is TOP. I don't want TOP, but I think
a
it's
lot of
TOP.
people are not gonna agree with me, but yeah, I need that double Vegito. Like, give it the same love y'all gave Gogeta, please. Thank you.
I mean, what do we do? We've got Vegeta Blue. What do we double Vegeta with
Yeah,
now? We're not getting another
We're
one.
we're not doing double Vegito. It's not happening.
Base form Vegeta and then Super Vegeta.
Anyway, I think my prediction for 9th anniversary for a while now has been Goku, Vegito and Gogeta Part 1, obviously, the Super Vegito and probably Blue Gogeta. And then Part 2 would be Kefla and Gotenks.
Yes, I would love
Oh my god.
That sounds pretty
Go-
good. Yeah, I like that.
Gotenks needs to be a fusing LR in my opinion though. He doesn't need to be, but I feel like in order for it to like complete the trinity of like the LR fusing characters, we need the Gotenks. We need that unit. He doesn't exist. Like we had the AGL Goten and Trunks from like 2017, 2018, I think it was 2017. Yeah, like we had those guys, and their super tech name was Fusion, and then active skills, became more prevalent, and that's when we got fusing active skills and whatnot. We need a Goten and Trunks that do that, and that an LR Gotenks is the perfect opportunity, the perfect one. They could use animations from Goten and Trunks' fight at the tournament too, for like the base form super techs. Like it would be fine. It'd be great.
That'd be super cool. Yeah, I would love
Yeah,
that.
they have a lot of to work on. They have a lot. So yeah.
And God, the amount of categories, like Jesus Christ, they'd have so many teams.
Let's do concept later. I want to do concept. I want to say that I think I don't want it because I don't like this art, but I think this year's is TOP. I think it's Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and Revive and UI.
That'll be the first anniversary I ever skip. That'll be the first anniversary I ever skip.
Womp womp.
That's why I think.
I need the versus BKK.
I think it is that. I think it is that.
I think
you already got your SBKK buff. It's the androids.
It's 6 years ago, easy game. That's all you need. That's all you need. The 6 years. Yes. You got anything else?
And you put Gale with the ECAs too. There's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're going to ECA UI Goku during the anniversary. So
yeah, and they can ECA STR Kefla. They can ECA the Super Saiyan Blues.
Oh, not STR UI now.
No.
Wait, are we on the future questions yet?
We're on unit predictions for 9th anniversary.
I was talking about TOP anniversary. And the ECAs. But that's not that's what I think.
His last question was, what unit holds the most significance to you? Mine would be AGO Super Vegeta, because when I first started the game, I did not know what I was doing, and I had a friend that got me into the game, and his friend leader was AGO Super Vegeta, and he carried me through all the Dokkan events.
Yeah, I was about to say, AGL Super Vegeta for me too. That was the first unit where I was like mega ultra hyped to get, and like he was at the time he was like he carried you through pretty much everything. So yeah.
For me, it was probably Super Saiyan 4 Goku because I wanted that fucking Goku's family team.
For me, it was in Gotenks because when I joined the game, I just love Gotenks, and in Gotenks was insane animations. I love it. I love it.
It was tech Gotenks for me. It was like, because I played like for like pretty much not that far after release, but it was tech Gotenks that got me to like start actually playing a bit more like consistently.
I love that 120% meta, man. The 120% meta was so Well, I mean, I know Tech Gotenks isn't.
Yeah, he was 70. He was 70%.
Yeah, I know he's not, but like I was saying, like that's probably one of the most fun times in Dokkan I think I've ever had. Like always,
that
like
meta was really fun because we all of it. Like honestly, you could argue there was like less arguments about units back then too because they were all just good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And everybody was super. I remember Twitter reveals and stuff like that, like us leaking this stuff. That was such a fun time.
Super Saiyan 3 Broly is something else. I actually, he was good for his time.
All right, he was. Yeah, no, he was great for his time.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the defense thing that much.
A lot of my favorite units that ever released actually came out this year. So
everything was so much more fun and peaceful before everyone started fucking caring about defense. How about that?
That's not why. That's not why.
How about that? How about that?
Just let me enjoy my big number.
Yeah, exactly. Holy shit.
For me, it was. I mean, I can't pick between
Fucking
like
defense
the
fans,
Brolys, but I mean, it was either the STR first Dokkan Fest exclusive Broly. It's either him or it's the LR STR Broly. I would say the LR STR Broly since I pulled him on a single in I think it was 8th grade, and I remember waking up that morning. And all I did was like I was going insane. I was watching Living Ichigo. I saw his video where he's like, "What? A new LR Broly global exclusive?" And like him like just staring at the camera aghast that a Z Broly LR came out on global first. And then later that day, I pulled him. And he was so good for so long. I thought he was the best unit in the game back then. He did the most damage. He was better in most events. Like, dude, he literally cared. The only problem with that unit, the only thing which is honestly a reason why I loved him so much, and like looking back on him, is holy crap, was he so expensive?
Yeah.
Oh my god, 77 million zinni or something like that. Like Jesus Christ!
You lost your entire
leveling and now, bro. Y'all got it easy. Y'all don't know how bad it was back then.
Oh my god, it was so much worse.
Bad. Holding Broly was almost like a chore. Like, oh well. Now I gotta go get ready.
I remember because Broly also came out around the time LR Gohan came out. He was literally the same way.
Yeah.
He wasn't as expensive, but you still have to grind.
No, not even close. You had to grind a lot of the Dokkan Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, ready for futures, Dokkan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds
First
good.
question is, how much do you think the actual character comes into play when a unit is being evaluated?
I mean,
the second paragraph also relates to that question.
Yeah.
Oh, like if full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku's kit was painted on a sword on trucks or something, would people rate him much lower than he is currently rated? Yes, they would.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Prime example of this is
Super Saiyan 4 Goku is the most.
Yeah, this year is a great example of that because we got Kale and people when at least on like I'm not even talking about now. At least on release, people thought she was pass.
Yeah,
she was correct.
500,000% a character. How hype a character is going to kind of like influence how people feel about them. Like everybody hates Brienne.
I think a good example of that is the Blue Fusion.
Funny enough, another character that came out with Kale around that time was Frost, and everybody just assumed Frost was terrible for some reason. And he wasn't. He was okay. He wasn't
Have you even got some thoughts?
I'm not the person to talk about on this. Don't do it. Don't do it. If I want to see, I'll be suspended for 6 months.
I know.
Listen.
Unit, but Frost was runnable. I'm not sure why people just automatically assumed he was terrible. It could have been a lot worse, like STR Gohan, for example.
Freedom did double Tech Frost versus STR Vegeta. That's all I'll say.
Why?
No item. He's a madman.
Why? Like why?
Double Tech
Looking
Frost,
at this
transformation boost. Just bring debuffers. It was funny. Double Tech Frost.
Looking at this top question, I see it in my mind immediately thinks of LRK and Khalifa. Like, they are the number one unit that comes to my mind when you talk about a unit that, like, if this was a Gogeta, like, people would have no problem with the fact that he was top one for the... I think Kale and Khalifa were top one probably until, like STR UI's release. I think they were better than the Blue Fusions, personally. And, like, they were just so good for so long, and people didn't like that. Like, and it wasn't even close, either, in my opinion. So...
I don't know about not close to the Blue Fusion. That's kind of crazy.
Well, when the Fusion came out, yeah, it was close. I meant more like during the time. That meant during the time when it was like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Sorry,
Yeah, when
and like Vegeta, and like Go Frieza and all them. Like,
I would say Gohan and Goten were easily in the discussion because they basically were the opposite of them. They ended up doing more damage, not against. I think Kale and Khalifa might have outdamaged against the Goku event. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. I actually think that's like close. And defense really didn't matter because they were able to survive supers. So I would say that like they weren't really that far away from like Kale and Khalifa, but I would say Kale and Khalifa were better probably.
I would definitely say defense because like you weren't gonna one turn that UI Goku. So the fact that like, if they were gonna get super, they were gonna take like a 300k super, even post super, and then like you still have to like go through another 3 or 4 turns of that phase, and you might get supered again. Like it was a battle of attrition.
But then the active skills pop. So
in my experience, both of them just didn't take damage in that event.
But yeah, like they definitely Kale and Khalifa, the prime example for that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I just feel like that was both of them.
Like I said,
Neither
a
of
lot
them
of units
took
like
damage.
that. Like this year, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is one of them. I honestly think that he's very overrated.
I don't know if I agree with that anymore. I feel like he's either.
Not to speak. If I speak, I'll be in big trouble. I don't want to be in big trouble.
Actually,
I think he was overrated on release. Now he's underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think
he's still overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
LR Int Rose on release, I believe, was heavily overrated because of the fact that he was Rose. Like, and that, well, actually, I don't think he was in like factually overrated, like, just without a doubt. On release. Because like, like I don't want to make it like that argument again, but I'm gonna say it since it was brought up. Like he was just a worse tech Broly. He was just a worse. I mean, like let's be real here. It was the SPR meta. I mean, you had to use items. He was getting killed. So STR Broly was also probably just better because STR Broly only did damage and he also died. So like, what was the point of Rose? Like it was just a hyperfixation, you know?
I wouldn't say defense didn't matter.
Where were you even running Rose back then?
Yeah, you didn't even have a team back then, and
Broly did.
You were not.
Yeah, Broly did.
You were not getting.
Yeah, where were you? Broly shat on Rose. Yeah.
You were not getting that key for Rose back then.
So like the fact that people were comparing that Rose to like the Bluesians, and by people I mean the biggest member in our community, the Truth, called him best unit in the game. And it's like, dude, I remember reading that thumbnail. I'm like, holy fucking shit, you got to be kidding me! And he made a whole like hour-long like HBO documentary on like Rose versus Bluesians, and he was like at the end, he was like, yeah, I think Bluesians are better. Like, really? Like, it took you that long to figure it out?
Yeah, I don't even know how are you getting key for him back then? Like
spare key, that was the meme. Spare key. Yeah.
Key items, dude. Come on, key items, bro.
I'll concede on the tech Broly, but I'm not giving you STR Broly. Like defense, sure, it didn't matter as much, but like STR Broly wasn't even taking normals. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean Rose wasn't really tanking normals either.
He was.
He in SPR?
He definitely was.
No, he was not.
He definitely was.
He definitely wasn't.
He would take normals if he got key.
And he didn't get key.
He didn't get key.
I vividly remember watching Truth go into a video in that comparison. I think it was Time Travelers.
Wait, why does key matter? Rose
he did a super, and then he took like 100k from a normal.
I'm not even talking about like his passive or whatever. I'm talking about because he gets defense on super. He couldn't even super.
It's the same. It's the same on both.
Yeah, he
gets the same for both, but I'm fairly certain he took like hundreds of thousands of just 100k per normal if he just got like a super. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he's getting kicking 100k per normal on those stages.
I'll go.
You can look if you want. You can look if you want.
We can look and see that like some later time. It doesn't matter.
Like I said, he also didn't really have good teams.
But we got off on a tangent a little bit. Let's get back.
Yeah, that was a tangent. Let's rewind.
All right. So for everyone to answer individually, what is the story behind you getting into Dokkan as well as Dokkan Twitter? My story around getting into Dokkan is actually because I have ADHD, so I can't sit still for more than 2 seconds. It's actually amazing that I was able to sit on this podcast, to be honest with you. But basically, I just needed something that I could play on my phone while I did like schoolwork and stuff. And then I saw this Dragon Ball game, and it was Dokkan was it. So I was just like, okay, I'll just play it.
Let's go down. Let's go down and order the Discord chat.
Yeah, Dokkan has definitely carried me throughout my entire school year. It keeps me busy. So shout out to Dokkan.
Holden.
Oh, well, I didn't even realize that Alan's not here anymore. So I got into Dokkan. I was a day one player, which was they were the trenches, but back then you didn't know it was the trenches because I didn't even know what a gacha game was, and I downloaded it because it was a Dragon Ball game. I'm like, hell yeah! I mean, I was like, what, like 13, 12, something like that whenever this game came out. No, I was probably younger than that, but yeah, I got into it, and I didn't really start to get big into it until STR Broly dropped the Dokkan Fest one. And I remember that was when everything changed because he was my favorite character. I mean, he is my favorite character. Z Broly is my favorite. And that was whenever I looked up how to beat his event. God bless my little heart. I could not beat it until the first anniversary. And it wasn't even with Gogeta. I didn't pull him. I beat him because I ended up finally pulling AGL Gotenks and AGL Golden Frieza, who, if you don't know, AGL Gotenks is a nuker for AGL, and AGL Golden Frieza is a nuke lead. So I was finally able to just kill him with a nuke. So that was a big moment, and I awakened my Broly after a year, or not really a year, but after like months. And that moment, having that moment, and then having access to like a Power to Shake the Universe Super Saiyan 3, the STR one, having all those STR units, and having a team and watching videos with other teams and seeing what this game was about really like hooked me. And then later on, as the years went by, I started getting into more online communities, and that brought me to and it's really cringy, but it brought me to Amino. And Amino, I shared my Dokkan love there. And then I eventually ended up going to Twitter because that's where all the leaks were happening. And I was originally just going to post my art on Twitter until I started seeing people say some really interesting opinions, and it got me to start talking. And, you know, that one thing led to another, and here we are today. And that's basically my Dokkan story. It's nothing grand or anything, just kind of your average run-of-the-mill, oh, this game looks cool, and then boom, there you know, like almost 10 years later, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's exactly all. I got into Dokkan Twitter because of, originally I wasn't really a part of the community. I was just an average troop watcher until...
Understandable.
Until about, I want to say, when was 5.9 was made around the time Vegito and Buhan came out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
yes,
around there.
That's
around that time.
Actually getting into the nitty gritty of this community. And I do not regret it, because I've made a lot of friends in this community that I still talk to today.
All right. Kaiser?
For me, I found Dokkan. I actually found, I was like in high school, and one of my IRLs like showed it to me around when it was like in the 2nd anniversary on Global. And he was like, oh, dude, look at the animations. It's so cool. And I was looking, I'm like, wow, these are terrible. Like, why would anyone play this game?
It's terrible.
So I completely ignored its existence for like a year. And then, like, I don't know, like, I forgot what ad it was, but I saw an ad for it. I'm like, all right, I'll finally check it out. And I think my first banner I ever summoned for was like Fizz Cooler. And ever since then, it's just been like, I've been like hooked, just like progressively like playing more. And like, I wasn't on Twitter for a while. I've been playing since like a little before the 3rd year started on Global. But I wasn't on like Twitter. I was just like on YouTube and like hanging out with like IRL talking about the game. But like once like a lot less people were talking about it, and I started like watching YouTube like a little less, I was like, well, I kind of need like more people to talk about this game with. So I kind of have to go somewhere. So I ended up finding my way here. And I've been here since, which was like a year ago. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Coma?
Okay. So I started playing also in high school, like in between the 4th anniversary and the World War celebration. So I remember playing with my friends with my friends, and I remember the first banner that I summoning was like a filler banner with Gotenks, like the SSR Gotenks, the STR, the AL one. I also had the physical one, I think. I wanted those because I was a big fan, Gotenks fan. I also remember Beerus. He was my first LR Beerus. And then I got to the World Celebration of Gohan and Cool Gohan. I was kind of excited. I got very fast into Dokkan in general. It was very fun to me. Then I got to Twitter. Like I got to Twitter like a year ago, not that long ago, and at the start I was very how to say it, I was not that active, and I created another account, and there I was invited to a server. I meet Emmy, I meet Vector, Pat, Kaiser, all the people there, and that's how things go. I made a lot of friends, met a lot of people, had a lot of fun. People have accepted me in the community. That's very fun to me, and that's all I gotta say. but I'm enjoying my journey in Dokkan. Twitter definitely has made the game more fun to me. Maybe I would have leave the game if it were not for Twitter. Actually, I have to think about it.
Oni?
Oh, is it my turn? Oh. Does Luke not go? Oh, okay. Well, I've always been in the I've been in the YouTube scene for like a while. I'm not. I found Dokkan through YouTube. I think it was through an Afro video. And I checked it out. I think it was like right before the first year anniversary. I've been playing ever since, on and off mostly. But like recently, for the past like 5-6 years, it's been pretty on. And I've always been interested in, content on the game. So, when I was like 13, I'd start doing like little videos and stuff like that. Eventually, I found, Twitter was just where all the leaks were back then. And during the 120% meta was always very hype, seeing like Twitter leaks for like the 120% leagues back then. So I made a Twitter account. I wasn't really active on it. And yeah, I guess I started out, being a rhyme style watcher. I was a dedicated rhyme style fan. Then I shifted over to D Free, and he was who I watched most of the time. And then once The Truth became a little bit more popular, I watched him, and I've been watching him ever since. And then I made this Twitter account, and a lot of people. There's always a lot of drama in the Dokkan community, so I thought it'd be a really fun idea to end up like doing commentary style content on the Dokkan community and like video essays and stuff like that. So, and I've been that all happened 3 months ago. I forgot what put me. I don't want to say on the scene, but like maybe a little bit more relevant in the community. But if I had to guess, it was probably that Vector video, the Vector and Truth video. So.
Yeah, I
like
that was the beginning of it.
Yeah. So that's my story.
All right, Pat.
I was like, what? I think I was just browsing like Play Store or something, like a 12 years old. I saw Dokkan, I was like, ooh, Dragon Ball game. I like Dragon Ball. I'll install that. And I did that. I was like, the first banner I saw was like one of the first ones, like the Int Gohan physical Piccolo. And I was like on and off for like a year until, like I said earlier, Tech Gotenks, I pulled him. He was really fun. That hooked me. And I was like, I didn't join the community too much later. I like watched the YouTubers like Living Ichigo. I watched a lot of Rhyme Style, eventually like Truth and all that. I think it was like around early 2021 where like I always had a Twitter account just to follow YouTubers, not like exclusively Dokkan YouTubers, just YouTubers in general. And I just started talking in the community around early 2021, and now here I am.
Nice.
Okay,
Vector?
Okay, so for a while I was pretty big in the Smash community, but I was like kind of starting to fall out of it with the release of Ultimate.
Dang it.
And I was like speedrunning SA2 for I knew from the Smash community kind of showed me Dokkan. And I around like transforming Vegeta. and I like pulled him, so I had like a full super class leader, so I was pretty good to go there.
Mhm.
And my first like Dokkan YouTube was Nanogenics. And from him, I like moved on to like Havo High with like his fucking horrible best teams videos.
So yeah, when is Havo going to be a podcast topic?
He's got some funny videos.
I started watching Truth. I started getting. I wanted to find people to talk about this game with. I think I discovered the Masked Ningen from Truth's channel, like from recommended, just from like watching his FBR no item runs. So I got into his Discord, which like his Discord really like encouraged like kind of like high level play, I guess, like SBR runs, no item runs, all that shit. It's like you kind of wanted to be the guy who got to post in the Discord, be like, "Yo, this is the first no item run in this server besides Ningen," you know. So like that's kind of something that drove me. I eventually kind of moved on to Toon Rami's channel, and I met like Freedom and some other people there. We ended up making our own server, and I ended up into this one server called like David's server or something, and I ended up meeting like Thad and some people. I think that's kind of what got me immersed in the Twitter community. I feel like Thad especially was like a big accelerator for that, like interacting with him. Just because like Thad was like a big Twitter account at the. I think my first exposure to Thad might have been like when he started that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla thread, and I was like, I hate Caulifla and I hate Dragon Ball Super, but like Caulifla like sneezes and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta disintegrates.
Yeah, those are funny times.
So that was fun. And I kind of think that's just kind of how I got my start in the Dokkan Twitter community, and it just kind of went from there. I started tweeting stuff I think about the game. People would get really pissed off, and it would get a lot of attention. I just because like I feel like I have some like I feel like the people I hung around valued offense more than a lot of people, like your average Dokkan player, you know. So it's just like a lot of the takes I ended up having would just end up pissing a lot of the defense players off. So, here we are now.
Okay. My time with Dokkan starts with a funny movie called Resurrection F, and Dokkan released not too long after Resurrection F, and I remember that's the earliest banner I can remember in my mind is the Resurrection F banner. And that's when I got into the game and I summoned on those units. I do actually remember re-rolling that account, though, for Physical Kid Buu, and that's the account that I have now. I started with Physical Kid Buu. And I remember definitely, like, at the time, Living Ichigo was, like, the Dokkan YouTuber. Like, that's who I remember mostly in my head, is, like, watching his videos. Like different kinds of banners that would show up. There was, like, bad type banners that, like, scammed you. Those were funny times.
Good old days.
Well, like you get guaranteed SSRs, but it's an SR awakened as an SSR. Nice. And
wow. That's actually hilarious.
It was a funny time. And then I just kind of like went off and on with the game. What really got me into playing the game, like as like a main hobby, was definitely the transforming Goku and Frieza for the 250 million worldwide. I started before the first year anniversary, but I didn't really like always stick to it until then. And then I pulled transforming Goku and Frieza, and that kind of built teams around them. And didn't really interact much with YouTubers because Living Ichigo at the time, I don't think he was still making videos around that time. And eventually, I found Truth's channel. That's who, I watch, obviously. And then, just seeing the discourse around LRK and Caulifla, because obviously, I'm big on Kale, big on Caulifla, and all that stuff. Seeing people being really weird and stupid about them made me want to interact with the Dokkan Twitter community. So I would just kind of be a very raging person under Truth tweets for, 2019, and then my Twitter account got. So, I have this Twitter account now, and I eventually got into 5'9", and that's how, me getting into Twitter was me talking with Enerjack and, a group of friends we made on 5'9", and then I met other people in the community, and that's how I am here. So,
Other people.
It's very funny, like hearing all those stories and stuff, especially like back in the day with Dokkan. Because I know this is pretty off topic, but I know like a lot of people that complain about Dokkan now. It's just so funny. Because Dokkan was
Yeah,
so
it was.
back in the day.
it was terrible.
I don't know why I stuck with it.
Whatever.
Imagine if AGL 13 released today, like a modern version of AGL Android 13 released today.
Not even then, man. Anytime somebody complains about Merge and Masu, I just keep remembering that fucking like SCR Broly fight, and it's like, bro, y'all had no fucking idea. Yeah, like you had zero idea.
It's
I remember people pulling out stat sheets for like the Super Saiyan 3 like tech like Goku LR release when he was unfeatured on his own release banner.
Unfeatured
LR. He used to do that.
Yeah, unfeatured LRs were the worst
Can you imagine
ever.
summoning for an unfeatured unit?
Oh, I
they were global at least. They were like really bad with it. They were so much worse with communicating with us because as a global player, I was probably like the luckiest person in existence. I pulled because I started the game like right around. I believe STR Omega was the most recent Dokkan Fest, and then the Vegito episode happened, so then they just released like Vegito. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna summon on this. And I pulled Vegito like 7 times. And I fed him all in the essay because I didn't know
What?
Oh yeah.
Essay. Right, dude. Oh my god, Dokkan before hidden potential, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there was no hidden
You
potential.
say,
So I
yeah, you say. Go ahead.
Good.
No, you go.
Yeah, I was sitting there with like what I had like an essay like 6 Vegeta, and then they released the hidden potential thing. I had like my physical Vegito blue. He was 55% for a long time after that.
Damn, that must have
I
hurt.
hate to say it.
Yeah. Dokkan
Omega
before.
was
Back in, like,
Omega was my favorite.
people will always
of
say like
70s, yeah.
like the 70% meta or like the 120. People will always look back at those and say that's like peak of Dokkan, but like I'm sorry, like those like Dokkan at the game at the time was not great.
People talk about us not having content now, man.
Right. Oh my god,
of
I
the
hear
game
that
was
shit,
a
bro.
lot.
When I hear that shit, I'm like, bro, you guys are probably like, you guys are just outing yourselves. You're self-reporting. Like you have no idea, bro. When when freaking Easy A's or like Dokkan Fest were the content that we had, it was
Dokkan events.
It used to be actual content, like
that we went to for how long?
Oh well, that's not until 2019. Like up until then,
We
like,
had SBR.
we did have SBR
before we
eventually.
got LG.
Like, yeah, like SBR.
Super
The
Road
original
was the
SBR.
one- Super Road
Which
was
the
one
funniest
that we made.
part about SBR was that it came out and like it invalidated so many of the best units in the game. It was like awful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Int Gogeta came out and you would walk in with Int Gogeta and you'd be like, oh dude, I'll be fine. And then like he just like gets supered for like 200k and you're like, oh, okay. That's cool.
you had your whole HP bar. Unlucky.
Your HP bar back then, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. I remember like rocking like 80k, and then like Tech Gogeta came out, and it was like insane because we were like, holy shit, 400k is possible? What?
Yeah.
Fucking man, that was so crazy.
But yeah. All right. On to his last question. What is the single most impactful unit they could drop at any moment? Impactful, of course, being relative to teams as well as sales, etc. And follow-up question of that is, what is the single most impactful feature they could add to the game right now in terms of quality of life, overall improvement towards the Dokkan experience?
Well, those are two very different questions.
He said same question with 2 different variants. But the most impactful unit that they kind of already dropped, it was Vegeta. Like Dokkan, a lot of people probably won't agree with me on this. I don't know, but Dokkan needed to drop Vegito. Like it was time. They haven't had a Vegito for I don't even remember what 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah,
3
It
years.
was time. They needed to drop it.
Okay, but that was funny, and now it's no longer funny.
Yeah, now it's sad. I want the drop to be back. I'm kidding.
Nowadays, I don't know what they could drop. Like in really, like I guess a most impactful unit would probably be it had to be a villain unit for sure.
Lord Slug.
I would say like Final Form Frieza.
For me,
the most
impactful units right now would be fixing units that are desperately needing things, like a Caulifla for Kale, a villain unit in general. Like
here's I feel
kind of events for Turles.
Here's what I feel like the most impactful, other than like easy A's. I feel like the most impactful thing that they could possibly drop for Dokkan right now is like improving on skill orbs. So like making characters make it like Legends to where characters' passives actually gain more from skill orbs and stuff like that. So it's like almost a mini easy A.
You think a feature?
Yeah, feature, not like a character, but like a feature.
A feature that they should add. I've been saying this for a year. Emma knows I've been saying this for years. We need that 8th link.
Oh yeah, I remember.
We need that. We need that. We actually need that. That would fix so many characters.
Just reset the link system as a whole.
Yeah,
just redo it.
It has Big Red Bosses now finally, because that would probably be his 8th link. Although it wouldn't, they give him like Reza for some retarded. But, yeah.
Link level 20. No, I'm kidding.
Don't do that.
I'm a bit I'm a bit disconnected from the friend system issue, but definitely like improving the friend system for sure would be something that they should do. And I definitely like the idea of a platinum equipment for Dokkan units. Like we need we need something for 2022 units and 2020 like these 2023 units who are like weaker. We need ways to make them better. That's not an easy A. Because that's not for 4 years.
That or Dokkan.
You're asking for a plat equip.
That or Dokkan gets their heads out of their asses and gets a little bit more comfortable with buffing units on release. Like I feel like. I feel like units with like small inconsistencies like would be way better if Dokkan would just like slightly buff characters.
I mean,
like actually go out of the way to do it. Without easy as
unfortunately, Dokkan they have done the little like buff old characters thing, but they do it in this like they do it with skill orbs for some reason. It's like so weird. They'll just give you like
skill orbs are just stats.
Yeah, they just give you a bunch of stats. That's it. Like this is not enough.
Right, I'm talking about like when I'm
that isn't gonna save like all of these units. Like Super 17, give him extra 2k defense, nothing changes. He's still bad.
I was thinking of something along the lines of like for Fizz Turles, for example, instead of like his special equip would be like an extra 20% damage reduction or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or like just
that would be nice.
Or like Super Trunks, give him an equip that gives him guaranteed guard.
For like a guaranteed guard for like 3 turns. Perfect unit right there. I think that's perfectly designed.
Okay, we need just ways to buff them. That's not an easy A because like that's not going to be forever.
I wouldn't even mind like those type of equips. Just make them. I don't know, like you have to no item like Broly with like a certain team or something like special pose or something. Then you get this equip. Like just put it in the game. I don't even care if you get it. Just put it in the game and make it not a pay to win, obviously.
Yeah.
Make me pay to buff you.
Make it accessible. Make it accessible to everyone, and I think that'd be a perfect feature. Like, I genuinely think the game would be in such a better place if like actual like special equips for characters existed. I really, really do.
I think a change I want them to do, besides obvious like stop doing attempt restrictions, is like a change to something they already did. I think we need to nip the problem in the bud. We need to drop the charge standbys. We have to be able to do both at the same time.
Oh, it's standbys for sure.
It's really bad. That's crazy. Like, it's just going to be so annoying for units going forward to fight over the one charge standby on the team that can work. It's going to be so annoying.
I said this when revives were a thing back in the day, but we didn't have that many. But I also think the revive thing, it's slowly starting to be a bit of an issue. Sometimes. Like, not being able to have multiple. I get why, but I don't know. I feel like the GT I feel like their revive should be different than everybody else's revive because it's a standard.
That's kind of interesting. That you say that. It's almost like I've been saying that since they came out. But anyway, we won't go back to that topic. We won't go back to that. But,
can I say my unit?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on,
okay. My unit choice is Demon King Piccolo because he's buffing a lot of teams, not only villain teams, if not only superclass teams. Like, for example, he's buffing my junior. He's buffing LRP Lab, for example, that came out recently. He's buffing World Tournament Goku, the Dragon Ball Z team. And a lot of niche team. he being a Bodo Witches lead will be so massive. Maybe not him. Samasu should have been the Bodo Witches leader, but him being such a good addition for so many villain teams and even superclass teams. He working with Kid Goku, Bulma, and all the stuff is amazing. So he will be a tremendous addition to the game.
For sure, they definitely should give him big bad bosses as well.
Yeah, replace revival with big bad bosses, and he's like the perfect release for superclass and extreme class. He will be amazing, an amazing addition to a lot of teams. Also, the feature I wanna include is the same name linking up that will be massive for so many.
Yeah.
All I can think about is Yamcha on his, because for example, I want to run STR Yamcha, but he clashes with In Yamcha, so they don't link together, and the team lose damage and defense and stuff.
Characters like Piccolo would benefit off that a lot too.
You can build a full Piccolo team.
I've always been on the fence about that because the One Piece gacha game Trader Cruise, you can't even like run them on the same team if they have the same name. But at the same time, Trader Cruise also has like 10 billion units.
Yeah, but that will be massive. That will be massive for so many years. For example, another example, Beetle. When it's like Beetle, who's sorry. Okay. Oh, units like Beetle that has such a niche link set, being able to link with other Beetles, maybe a free-to-play one that drops on a celebration, that will be massive. Goku, we have the triple-based Goku's situation that we had this year. That was very funny. But imagine if you could link Tony Trico with Kai Goku. That would be... Maybe it's not an ideal relation, but would be fun to be able to do it. A full Tenji Han team, that would be fun. People will be doing like full one-character teams. That would be very fun. In general, it will be fun.
I don't know why Dokkan hasn't done this before, considering like it's back with the Trader Cruise thing. Trader Cruise, like, yeah, you can't use them on the same team, but there's 8 billion different Luffys, and they're all different types, etc. In this game, Super Saiyan Goku is still Super Saiyan Goku, and they all share the same teams most of the time. And they all like sometimes they'll be released within the same year, so you'll want to use them on the same teams, but then you can't. Well, you can, but it's just worse than like using a different unit.
Yeah, like last year, the two Carnival Super Saiyan Gokus would have been a perfect rotation, but you can't do that.
Yeah, that's why we need the same name linking.
Yeah, somebody's asleep.
We need it very fast. Also for Zamasu, between Zamasu and Texamasu. I mean, in Zamasu is like kind of power creep, but it is fun. It's fun. That's what it is.
It would be better for the future.
Will be better and will be fun, and better in the future. Yeah. So that's my feature that I will add. Also, I'll Eggling. Obviously, I want Eggling.
Yeah.
That is not. Maybe upgrade the links that we have. Also, that could be cool.
Can we agree on a single impactful feature, or like is there just like all just have different ways we want to go?
These are all.
The game needs to do too much. Come on now.
I mean, they could agree.
Yeah, there's still a lot they could do.
Honestly,
I feel like there's. I feel like there's.
I wouldn't mind if Dokkan did a like Fortnite thing where they just shut down the game for like a week or something and just change it. I would not.
That would be so fun.
Some Dokkan players on Twitter would probably go crazy because they act like they can't play anything else. But,
I mean,
this is literally my life.
The truth would literally be out of a job for a week, bro. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good.
You can play private servers.
One of his billion games that he hasn't played yet. He'll be alright.
He could stream something he's promised.
Oh, someone in chat just brought up a good one. Joined forces units getting categories from both characters.
Yeah, that's actually yeah. A category update would be perfect. The category update
would be really good, actually. I used to think it wouldn't change much, but it's a different meta now. So yeah, nowadays it's different.
It's changed a lot now, yeah.
Even stuff like Blue Vegito, like that unit being on Vegeta Family is a big deal.
Yeah.
Or GT Duo on Vegeta Family. Oh my god, the category will be.
I think the Vegeta it would completely change. Like all 6 units you'd run a Vegeta Family are currently not on it.
Yeah, that would be. That's funny.
Complete swap.
I mean, being fair, the GT Duo is like mostly Vegeta. You are going to be fair. You have this Super Saiyan Vegeta. Yeah, so
Sure.
Was that it?
Nobody has anything else to say?
Did Oni have something you wanted to say? Or?
Oni?
Is there something I wanted to say? Yeah, I guess finishing thoughts were I just wanted to say, like, I don't think anybody would be opposed to, like, small buffs to characters that fix inconsistencies. Like, I don't know. I don't think that would be a bad thing at all.
One of my most annoying things of the game is the categories. They have wrong. They have put wrong categories. No. They have not put categories to some units, and it's very annoying. For example, I have a very cool one. The free-to-play LR Krillin. His name is like Furious or something like it says Furious, and he's not in Flurry Rage. He's literally fucking raging about Yamcha dying, so it's super stupid. They gotta fix a lot of categories.
Oh, poor Luke. Sure. He's been talking this whole time and no one's been talking.
Oh. Unlucky.
Poor Luke.
Luke. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, he's been talking in DC6.
All right, well, that was a pretty good podcast.
Yeah,
good episode. Good first episode.
Does anybody have anything else
I want to say that I want to continue the questions the next podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can finish off.
We can do another questions post, and then I can probably go into the Twitter and answer the questions that are still left.
If we didn't answer any of them, we can just go into the Twitter account and then we'll actually reply.
Yeah. I guess. Do we want to shout out our socials and stuff like that? I feel like that'd be a good way to end it off.
I mean,
you can, but my closing stream already did that.
Oh,
yeah. This will probably just go into the description for next broadcast, to be honest. But
yeah.
All right,
that's all.
Hope you guys all enjoyed the podcast.
Yes,
thank you guys. Let's try to be better people. Try to be better, 1% better every day. Bye. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Yep, have a good.